Okay. I think we're ready to rock. Let's put out the bat signal that I'm streaming.
On consecutive night, Austin Cindric will take the checkered flag.
And make sure my audio is good. It should be. And it is.
We'll give you some of those
okay.
names as we have the starting grid.
You know, I turned on this race to stream it, and I'm all excited because it's the Xfinity Series and it's been fun this year. And then I see Kyle Busch is in the race, and I was like, oh, shit. I thought he was just in the truck race.
See Michael and Jeff Burton lucky on that draw. They'll be in row 1, row 2, Austin Cindric and Justin Allgaier.
His racing teammates make up row 3, Riley Herbst and Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones, guys, looking for a turnaround. He has had some tough luck as a Reese.
As a Reese. I know, I've been saying all year, Ross Chastain's been a little bit of a disappointment. Fuck Noah Gregson Jr., I'm sorry.
In his 9 starts this year. Row 6, you see Haley and Chase Briscoe. Rick, surprisingly, Chase Briscoe only 1 or 2 Fords in the field. Those Fords have been
okay.
fast and won 5 of the last 6 races.
Unfortunately, Kyle Busch is in this race, and I didn't know it, but I'm still going to do it anyway. I got a plan for the truck race later, though. You guys will just have to see later.
In row 7. A little further back in the field, Brett Moffitt mentioned double duty for some of the drivers. Brett Moffitt, the 2018 truck.
I like how I keep wanting to look at my computer screen, but I've got it on the TV.
Alongside Alex LeVay.
In row 10, you guys see Brandon Brown at 68. We're going to be talking a lot about him.
Yay, NBCSN. I don't get it in HD, so I got to use my computer. Kyle Busch has to start 28th because he's in a part-time car that's not high in owner points. So I guess that's something. He's going to have to deal with Joe Graff Jr., Timmy Hill, and Stephen Parsons. I think he can manage, though. He is Kyle Busch.
You follow Kyle Busch, wouldn't you? Or at least try to?
Yeah, good luck following Kyle Busch. Ain't going to keep up with him.
I
like how they said they were starting at 3 and I get on at 2:50 and it's like, oh, the national anthem. I was like, wait, what? Oh, but I gotta pee.
With the Nutrient Ag Solutions, he has a side pedder on that car. He's not finished worse than 6th in the last 6 races yet. Kyle Busch.
Gotta turn my fan on. It's hot.
Of the Xfinity Series, a great shot. Looking back at Kyle, we'll watch him do his work.
Jeff, when you mentioned king of the Xfinity Series, he's also the king of Texas Motor Speedway. A lot of success here at this racetrack.
Boo-hoo. Remember that time he tried to kill Ron Hornaday in the truck race? What is this music? Sorry, had to mute that. Look at all them stupid, worthless Xfinity Series wins Kyle Busch has at Texas. Big fucking deal.
Career-wise for the Xfinity Series and Kyle Busch, but take a look at Kyle Busch versus the field at this racetrack. So
Kyle Busch has 9 Xfinity wins here.
Kyle Busch relaxed. I think anything but. With the struggle he's had on Sundays, going winless this year, Jeff, I think this race matters for Kyle Busch. Winning creates momentum. I don't care what series you're in. He's gonna
Steve Letar's trying to spin this and make it interesting if Kyle Busch ends up winning. But I give Kyle Busch credit. I woke up in a cold sweat this morning and I got inspired for something to do during the truck race tonight. So you'll have to stay tuned for that.
Harrison Burton this week, he said a win against Kyle can change your career.
Yeah, because it did so much for Daniel Suarez, right? I remember that race. I was excited that day. And now look at Suarez.
Hey, Rick, of the all-season when Kyle Busch signed up for the Texas triple header, originally it was supposed to be in April. With the
oh, yeah, Fort Worth, Texas in the middle of July. I bet it feels great out there right now. But that'll be good for this race, I think. I'm actually really interested in this race, even if Kyle Busch is in it.
here in Texas. One time it's been done from further back.
The Xfinity series has been so good this year, I got to watch no matter what. I regret not streaming the Xfinity race at Darlington. I watched it that day, but I didn't stream it.
Tracks like this Texas Motor Speedway have been very, very good to him this year. 3 times he's led the most laps.
I think the only races I didn't stream this year was the truck race at Vegas and the Xfinity race at Darlington. Yeah, because I had worked that day.
He's looking to make that a change today.
And the reason why you're seeing these cars make their way onto pit road, they have
Yes, Rick, we know they're checking pit road speed. Now I want to play NASCAR Heat. They're not even racing yet, and I'm like, ooh, I want to play NASCAR Heat.
Pit road speed, 45 miles per hour. We'll be right back with a green flag.
Bordell Jr., less Rick Allen. Problems. Guess I'll check Twitter on my phone since my computer's being used right now for the race. Okay. Come on, phone. Who's here? State your name and identify yourself. Ooh. I'll go first. Hold on. Hi. So we're on NBC for the rest of the year for the races. That's good. Man, I wish I could be excited about the truck race later.
To get on the green flag here for the Xfinity Series from Texas Motor Speedway. It is the 16th race of 2020, and it's been a little bit of a rush after the COVID pandemic.
We are almost caught up on all the races they missed because of coronavirus.
And now catching back up here.
And that's really exciting to me.
Letting them know one more time around, and they will see.
And we haven't been shut down again yet.
How difficult is the heat, guys? Sitting inside these cars, we know it's 94 outside. It's going to get really.
So we got Jeb Burton and Michael Annette on the front row.
111 degrees right along Ross Chastain, but I think the biggest concern for the drivers right now, Junior, is just the
111 degrees in his car. That's actually cool.
track is going to do in regard to grip. Look how
I would expect it to be like 140 in there.
That's a traction compound that the track puts down. Is it going to have grip? Is it not going to have grip? Remember Kentucky last week? They didn't make it through the first corner and had a wreck. So that's the biggest concern right now for the drivers.
Yeah, they're all out there trying to weave through that traction compound to understand really where it's at. The track just has no laps on it.
I hate this track, but the Xfinity cars should be good here because it's hot and sunny. Cup race tomorrow? I don't know.
Even here last year.
At least Kentucky had an entertaining last 30 laps.
Racetrack is dirty. It's going to take for a few laps to figure out exactly where the grip's at, how much they can push these cars, and hopefully nobody makes a mistake of going too far.
Let's listen in to the 11 radio and what Justin Haley and the team are talking about.
Have fun out there, man. Keep it in one piece. Keep us updated on what you need all day. We're here for
10-4.
Be aggressive. We got you. Good luck.
Pick to win, I would say Kyle Busch, but that's too obvious. So I'll just say... The 22's got speed everywhere, I guess. I don't know. I'll say Austin Cindric.
And Michael Annette has chosen.
Cindric's going to go back to back to back. 3 straight wins, which I never thought I'd say.
As we get ready for lap 1. Texas Motor Speedway.
What lap is the competition caution? Excuse me. Oh boy, turn 1. They have like a whole lane and a half to run in here. God, it looks so fucking bright. There goes Cindric to the lead already. Wow. As soon as I say he's going to win the race, he shoots out to the front. Who's smoking? God, I'm really coming around on Cindric. This dude has won me over. We have a Kyle Busch cam already. We just completed lap 1 and they're showing Kyle Busch cam. Lap 20 is the competition caution. Yippee.
He goes up in the traction compound as Austin Cindric starting to pull away now already.
Oh, it looked like some debris or something came off the one car going into turn 3 there.
Junior nearly had a heart attack. He thinks one of his cars has a problem. Boy, Cindric's checking out.
Cindric really putting an exclamation point on what he was able to do.
I told you.
A week ago at Kentucky. Before Kentucky, he had never won on a mile-and-a-half racetrack, never won on an oval. And he goes out and sweeps Kentucky 1 week ago, and now he's up front pulling away.
See his car's up, a little bit of contact right there.
The 21.
Yeah, maybe the 21 in the fence off turn 2. 19 Jones on the inside. I mentioned it earlier. Talking about a driver, he just needs to get some laps.
He has had finished the last 4 outside the top 30. All a result of accidents of some sort. Some of his own doing, some getting caught up with someone else's issues. So he just wants to get some laps and work on his car.
Anthony Alfredo's in the 21 on the outside. That black number 21.
Alfredo in the 21 again this week. Jeff Burton in the 8.
19 that now settles in behind Alfredo.
Yeah, Brandon just don't seem like he can get going here. He's holding these guys.
Good God, Chastain.
Trying to stay on that bottom. Alfredo around the top.
You know, they sprayed that sticky shit in everywhere but the bottom groove, and I don't see anybody running in it. Oh, Riley Herbst crashed off of turn 4. Somebody hit the grass, too.
Big damage to the back of that car. As a matter of fact,
Well, the 18's junk.
as the 18 of Riley Herbst will bring out caution number 1 before the competition caution comes out. And big
Lap
damage
5,
to
Riley Herbst. Oh, don't tell me Noah Gregson did it again. Wow, Noah Gregson wrecked somebody else, guys.
Noah right behind him.
Noah Gregson wrecked the 18.
Yeah.
He's at it again, guys. Wow, it just took him out.
Noah Gregson before this race started.
Good grief. I don't like Riley Herbst, but Noah Gregson every week. Every fucking week I come on here.
I know Noah didn't drive
He just flat out wrecked the 18.
We didn't see the last 2 or 3 laps. Maybe the 18 was holding him up. We only saw the end of the story.
Who cares if he's holding him up? It's 5 laps in, and there's a caution coming at lap 20.
Maybe he figured he had to make some runs. But
So
either way,
Gregson just took out somebody else.
Riley Herbst.
Yeah, that's just unnecessary early in the race to be getting in the back of somebody.
You hear Junior?
A little bit of aggression maybe early on in this race. Again, 6 laps in and already a destroyed race car for Riley Herbst.
It's context, Rick. I'm great with this move in the last third of the race, right? You gotta go. You gotta get your team spots. 5 laps into the race. Patience. Sometimes it's gonna be more important.
Stevie's got to have the deck lid if he wants to go back out.
Right? He's gonna have the deck lid. The tail's gonna be required at this high-speed track. And this
Noah Gregson again. I hope the 18 gets back out there and junks his ass.
Guys, these two, they grew up together. They've known each other for forever.
Noah Gregson doesn't care. He just wrecks everybody.
Riley took him to his first race.
Noah is such a fucking punk.
I like that. Lose a lap. That's Dave Rogers, the crew chief on the radio.
Wow, Dave Rogers, crew chief for Riley Herbst. I didn't even know that.
You are in an accident. You have 6 minutes.
Let's see what Twitter has to say about Noah Gregson.
The total time you're on pit road, there are certain requirements. You're not allowed to add new pieces except for required pieces. That's why you see this new tail piece getting ready to go on. That piece is required by NASCAR for safety and performance. Dave Rogers, a veteran on top of the pit box, telling his pit crew and his young driver, we're just going to lose a lap, make some repairs. We're only 6 laps in here at Texas.
Let's take a look at some more replays of this.
Oh, Noah Gregson strikes again. Watch
really
him.
Close. Hard to tell if anything happened before this.
Took him out.
To me, it looks like
Just took him
moved
out
to the
like he
back of
always does.
18 and didn't give him a break. Just ran in the back of him, moving up out of the racetrack, up out of the groove, and he hits the wall. I mean, I got to put that on Noah. This early in the race.
You hear how pissed Junior is?
I wonder what happened earlier in the corner. But
Junior's
still,
so fucking fed up with Noah Gregson. I've never heard Dale Jr. so fed up with one of his drivers.
22 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, needs to understand, I think, a lesson they're going to learn. You guys talked about, a week ago we saw a pushing contest between Harrison Burton and Noah Gregson after an on-track incident. Here's Noah again, right? So no matter what happens,
There's a common denominator here.
Noah Gregson and the entire field.
The guy in the 9 car can't drive.
Week in, week out. This didn't just affect Riley Herbst. Every other driver on the radio is saying, what happened to the 18? What happened to the 18? And they're hearing the 9. So you have to, in my mind, guys, you tell me as drivers, but as crew chiefs, he's losing points in my book, right? I'm going to cut him less slack, or definitely the less benefit of the doubt if he's in an issue.
I agree. I think drivers are always watching. They're always paying attention, even if it didn't happen to you. And Noah has been in the middle of a lot of incidences this year.
I'm glad that everybody's starting to take notice what a jackass this kid is.
I get it. Noah's trying to make his way.
12 of the 16 races this year, he's wrecked someone. Ooh, they're going to show highlights of it. Las Vegas. Wrecks Myatt Snyder for no reason. Bristol. Wrecks his own teammate. Puts him in the wall. Indianapolis road course. Well, he gets what he deserves. The Intimidator ran him over. He's a fucking weapon. And then last week he wrecks Harrison Burton.
I like his confidence. I like his identity. And I don't want to take away his fire to win. But there's a fine line, right? I mean, right here, fire to win. If this was
Dale Jr. is so disappointed. I love Jr. I just feel bad he's got this idiot driving for him.
That's what I think people have to realize, the fans at home, right, guys, is the context of the incident has to really be played out, because if that happens in the closing laps, Dale Jr., does that change your opinion? I still think it's Noah's fault, but I have a little bit more, maybe a little bit less of a reaction.
Going to restart and have 12 laps to the competition caution. Cindric's leading. Pick the inside lane.
And you see all the other incidents from earlier in the year. I mean, the obvious intentional wreck of Myatt Snyder on Trust Railway in Vegas, that sets the tone. I mean, it's hard.
They got that 18 car patched up pretty good.
And
It's held together with duct tape, but
you're going to have repercussions down the road. This guy's racing for a championship. This could come.
I hope somebody wipes his stupid ass out.
When these guys have to race him, how will they race him?
I know how I'd race the little bastard.
Communication of the 19.
Liar. I saw you hit him. Oh, he's saying it's not his fault.
All right. So
What a liar.
He's saying he wasn't touching him and he was sliding up.
Liar.
Is that what you saw?
How come everybody that gets near him winds up spun out or something? Noah did it. He took him out. Period. End of story. Here's the restart. Cindric, I told you, he's got speed for days. That 22 car is back to its old glory now. Ooh, Jeb Burton loose. Didn't get a good restart at all.
Continues to move forward.
Oh, Jeb Burton just got saved it. Wow. He cut across the nose of Ross Chastain and got sideways in front of the field and kept going in the middle of 3 and 4. Wow. Boy, Jeb is dropping like a fucking anchor, though. Kyle Busch is up to 11th.
A 10 out of 10, Rick, from the judge out of Cornelius, North Carolina. A 10 out of 10.
Boy, Dale Jr. is going to have a stroke, and we're not even at lap 20. Jeb came down on Ross. Ross Chastain had his left side tires below the white line going into 3, and Jeb Burton just came down. So you can't blame that on Ross. And Jeb saved it, so no harm, no foul.
And it looked like Ross thought he was there and then saw,
Ross was there. He had his tires down on the fucking white line.
Take a look from the tech. Future Ag Solutions camera.
And now this onboard camera will confirm my suspicion.
And then goes into 3, and Jeff didn't, like you said, he didn't get the information. He was there, didn't see.
Yeah, I think a spotter might have screwed up there for Jeb.
He doesn't get many shots at this. He doesn't get many opportunities.
At least he didn't junk it or anything.
Early for him. So for him to save that car, that was huge. That enables him to run the rest of this race, which he has not been able to do. Great save.
That 8 car's been cursed.
Front of the 9 now. That's Justin Allgaier who was able to get by Noah Gregson for position. So now it's Cindric up front. Annette, Brandon Jones, Chase Briscoe, Jason Allgaier in the top 5. And once again,
Look at all that grass up against the wall in the front stretch.
About a 6-car length, maybe 7-car length lead over second place Michael.
And
Annette.
Cindric is checking out again.
And we're hearing now that the 18 of Riley Herbst involved in that accident earlier failed to meet the minimum speed.
Riley Herbst just got parked.
Minimum speed on the racetrack after
It looked like they patched that thing up pretty good, but
close to his total.
He just
6
got
minutes.
parked.
They had to go on the racetrack hoping it would be good enough for repairs, and it wasn't to go fast enough to reset the clock. So here they are on pit road. But now the issue is if they spend a total of 6 minutes.
Okay, no, he's not parked yet. He gets one more shot. I don't know what they can do to make that thing go faster. Now they're saying they're done. Brandon Jones is looking in on Michael Annette for second.
The news being delivered, a very early ending for Riley Hurst here at Texas Motor Speedway.
And Riley is 10th in points. Yeah, he's 10th in points. He doesn't have a lot of cushion.
10-4.
The top 12 work themselves into the playoffs, and you get some few surprise winners in there, and he could be right on that edge of making it or not.
Already, you see Kyle Busch battling for 10th position right now.
Kyle Busch in the top 10 at lap 15.
Great opportunity there to see that side panel camera now. The bumper
Allgaier going by Briscoe for fourth, I believe.
Listen to this into the racetrack. Pulls out of it. Goes back to it pretty quick.
5 laps till the competition caution.
Racetrack has bacon in it. It's fast. Now he's going down the front straightaway. Going front turn 1. This end's flat. Listen to the throttle.
There's 3 people.
Yeah, so much. Never, not full throttle till down. So
4 people
that's
now.
how different this racetrack is from one end to the other. That's what makes it so difficult.
That change took place about 3 years ago. So, I mean, it's not a lot of races that have been on this new configuration.
Yeah, a lot of races on this new configuration of Texas, and the track still sucks.
Michael Annette. 7 car, Justin Allgaier has taken over 4th place.
How do you take one of the worst racetracks in NASCAR and make it worse?
Allgaier's on the move.
Don't talk about Allgaier. It's bad luck.
Oh, yeah, that's contact. Well, damage to the left front or the right front fender of the 7 car.
Another one of Junior's cars. Like I said, he's going to have a stroke, and we're not even at lap 20. Brandon Jones for second.
Can he make the pass? As they go by the stretch, they're side by side. And it is going to be the Menards 19 of Brandon Jones taking second away from Annette. And here comes Allgaier. The door was open, and now he's going to try to drive through it.
Looks like Annette's just a little timid to get in there and use that PJ1 compound on that outside groove. Hasn't been in it at all.
These guys saw the IndyCar race there. They know.
Following behind this 98. Instead of being aggressive and jumping up out of the traction compound, he said, man, it's too early for that.
Oh, the 93, Mike Snyder.
Wreck on the back straightaway.
Wrecked on the backstretch.
The 93 has a lot of damage to the
That's a lot of damage.
car.
Jeff, you just mentioned the points.
And I'm assuming this will be the competition caution because they're at lap 19 now.
It
So,
was 13th trying to get inside that top 12.
well, the good thing about these cautions is that it eliminates the pointless caution.
Steve, the other part of that is competition caution on lap 20. We were on lap 18, so almost made it through competition caution before this contact.
What happened? The 5 got into him. He got loose off the corner, and the 5 car wasn't lifting. I don't think the 5 car meant to hit him.
Was the 5 up there? Did he get into his bumper?
He was up there on him, though, but he wasn't
Hard to
lifting.
tell whether Myatt was out of the gas.
Or maybe he did mean it. Good grief, he just run over him.
That's Matt Mills in the 5. So early aggressive racing here, it seems like at Texas Motor.
Aggressive.
We've talked about the lack of respect that some of these drivers are showing, and we're seeing it before we even got to lap 20.
This has been the story of the Xfinity Series. This year,
Infinity's been crazy this year.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it's come out of nowhere too. We wasn't really like this. I know. It's like what's going on with these guys that have them running each other with such disrespect and aggression?
Well, Junior, Noah Gregson's in the field. That has a lot to do with
It's
it.
been a part of our sport for a long time. It's all Saturday night short track racing, but goodness, playing out on a mile and a half here at Texas, it's pretty wild to see.
So frustrating, too, because the young drivers that are having...
I love Ross Chastain's paint scheme.
Riley Hurst sitting in the
Purple
garage.
and white.
You know, you got the situation where Myatt... his
More
car's
purple race cars.
So right here,
Somebody was listening to me.
He's driven up to 9th. I was watching time and scoring. Kyle 9th, Harrison in 10th, and Ross Chastain in 8th. They had 3 of the fastest
Got some
cars on the
leftover
track.
chicken nuggets here. I'm trying to decide when's the best time to eat them. Not hungry right now.
Degrees in the cars.
Okay, now it's 140 in Ross Chastain's car. See, I told you.
I don't know.
It was 111 before the race. I'm like, oh man, 140 is probably what it's going to be. Right on the money.
You guys know that he shares the 93 car, and he's also in the RCR car.
I'm assuming pit road will be open next
In the
time.
RCR car,
We just completed
another
lap
race
20.
before the playoff begins. So, which is an opportunity for him to drive a car that can run in the top 10 or the top 5 even. So he, this is a big blow to his opportunity to make the points, make the playoffs, and he won't have an opportunity to drive that RCR car.
So Ryan Sieg Racing is who he's driving for now, and that's the 5 of Matt Mills getting into the back. It looks like of Hyatt Snyder, a lot of damage to the 93.
That's a lot of damage. These damn Xfinity kids. And credit to Dale Jr. for calling out his driver. He's already had one sit down with Noah this year. I'd bet money that Noah Gregson's not in that 9 car next year. I bet he will not be in that 9 car next year. Junior will find somebody else. Eric Jones throwing some shade at Noah Gragson. Must be hard to see the front end of those Xfinity cars. I don't think Noah Gregson's tiny ass can see over the steering wheel is his problem. And credit to NBC for having the Noah Gragson wreck replay package ready to show. Even Dale Jr.'s fed the fuck up with that kid. By the way, Anthony Alfredo's the fastest car on the track right now. But I still don't think anybody has shit for Cindric again. I swear, Cindric, I wonder if that's like the same car they had at Kentucky. Like, I would keep bringing that thing everywhere. As fast as it was.
NASCAR Drive, that is your race day companion. You follow your favorite drivers. They've got high-definition in-car cameras, or you can choose alternate cameras to see more of the action. Go to NASCAR.com/drive. You can download the mobile app today. We know that you're a part of social media, and we want you to be a part of the show. So, #HeyRut.
Hey, Rut.
It allows you to maybe
Fucking
catch the
Christ.
eye of Rutledge Wood, right, Rut?
He's not at the track, so fuck him.
Pictures from fans. We're getting some great questions. A question that we just got coming
Cindric
from
looks
Screen and
fast,
Sports and Racing.
man.
He wants to know,
He looks.
do you
He's
guys
picking
think
up where he
that
left off at
he's gonna be
Kentucky.
playing a big factor?
By the way, Noah Gragson wrecked somebody again, and even Dale Jr.'s pissed off about it.
He's going to be a bigger factor, or Steve, these young drivers. Gosh, it's fun to hear.
Cindric is fast.
Is he going to be a factor? Well, I mean, as a crew chief, I would be talking to my driver way back early in the
That's what I
week.
mean. Austin Cindric's fast, and I picked him to win the race anyway.
Be prepared for these 130, 140-degree cockpit temperatures.
I never thought I'd live to see the day where Austin Cindric's threatening to win his 3rd race in a row. But Kyle Busch is in this race, and he's not in the top 5 yet, but he's almost there.
It's 131.
Well, and that's there under caution. It was 140 when we went to that camera earlier.
Cindric's leading right now.
Austin Cindric has been the dominant car so far. Now Justin
We are 24 laps in.
19 on the high side, currently running second. Can he hang on to that position.
Wow, Brandon Jones putting all 4 tires up there in the traction compound.
Want to know where Kyle Busch is running?
Kyle Busch, wow, Alfredo blocked Kyle Busch all the way down to the apron.
And looking for more.
Boy, Chastain and Michael Annett almost did exactly what Jim Burton did earlier. Why is Kyle Busch in this race? I don't know. Why is the sky blue? Why is the grass green? Why is the positive rear traction on a Plymouth work? I don't know. It just does. Oh, you're new to NASCAR. For real? Well, you'll see Cup guys in these races sometimes. Kyle Busch runs part-time in Xfinity Series for some reason. He's like the only Cup guy left that does. He started in the back, but he's in the top 10 now. But I think the Xfinity Series this year has stepped up immensely. Wow, he put the air on the left rear of the 21 and got him out of the way. Now Brandon Jones is catching Cindric for the lead, I think. Cindric didn't drive away this time. Well, Kyle Busch should be a step above these guys, but he's here anyway. And he's in the truck race tonight.
Without contact. Now, we've seen guys that have got other guys loose, but it did with contact.
Fans would be amazed at what you can do to the air of the car in front of you by getting on his left rear quarter panel or the right rear quarter panel. It really changes for the worst how that car in front of you is handling when you do that.
And so, and where you do that, right? So on the entrance of the corner, right? You see Kyle Busch right now.
Gregson looks, not Gregson, why did I say Gregson? Brandon Jones looks just as good as Cindric right now.
Okay, so now he's showing.
Yeah, and I think Kyle Busch must be desperate. Did you know that in the last 12 months, Kyle Busch has the same amount of wins as Justin Haley?
When the one went up the racetrack, that gave Kyle clean air, but it also didn't take air away from the one car of Michael Annett.
Look at the front. One car, Michael Annett got off the top of 1 and 2. Now
Kyle Busch goes to the outside, passing for 8th.
Little timid back to the gas right there, worrying about that grip, but starts to understand it, goes back to the throttle, makes the pass.
So that position, which was hard fought, was for the 8th spot.
Again, trying the traction compound, turns 1 and 2. He saw that one car get through that corner so
I think the Xfinity Series has become my favorite series.
now look at the run he gets on this 20 car, Harrison Burton. Back to the top here. Look how quickly he got back to lock the throttle, just locking the rear end to tighten the car up.
You say locking the rear end, that's getting both rear tires hooked up at the same time. You can do that with the throttle. That's a driver's skill. Makes the back of the car feel so much more secure. He jumps on the outside of Harrison. Harrison's been trying to get around Ross Chastain on the bottom, but
And you see Kyle position his car a little lower than it's
Kyle Busch is up to 8th now.
to keep the car turning. He doesn't want to
Allgaier just passed Brandon Jones for 2nd. Cindric's pulling away again.
get any bit of air on the nose.
This is on NBCSN,
you see the 7-car Allgaier making a move for second.
NBC Sports Network.
Yeah, this has been interesting. Brandon Jones in the
Even I'm having to use my computer to watch it.
Cindric, and then it looks as though maybe a little slip up for the 19, and that allowed Justin Allgaier in the 7 to pounce. He was able to take advantage of that. Now he's starting to reel
Allgaier reeling in Cindric now for the lead.
on a great run, 9th race in a row.
Allgaier, you're peaking too early, man.
Now he is
I've seen this movie before.
Talked to Allgaier this week, guys, and he seemed confident. He said he'd been running well every race. Don't have to finish his show for it, but seemed like he had a lot of confidence coming into this race.
Yeah, he looked good as he's moving through the top 5 here. I didn't know he had enough speed.
Allgaier going for the lead.
Cindric, though.
Oh, he can't hold the bottom, though.
7 car Allgaier looking.
Oh, and Cindric loose. Cindric almost hit the wall off of 2 there.
So the back
He
end
saved it.
for Austin Cindric.
Allgaier looked like he got tight, and Cindric was loose sliding off the corner. And now Jones is trying to pass Allgaier back. Man, the Xfinity cars are so much better than the Cup cars.
Yeah, when you run in that stuff, the
Go to NBCSports.com, and you might be able to watch it.
quickly that it is. You get more and more aggressive with each try.
I'm using the Xfinity Stream app. I've got my
faster and faster.
friend Janet's Xfinity cable thing, so I'm using that. Cindric loose off of 2 again.
Hard to keep this lead.
Sure is.
He's fighting hard.
Allgaier, one of the veterans of the
We
series.
got 12 to go in the stage
The
now.
33-year-old from Riverton, Illinois, was putting pressure on Austin Cindric, but as soon soon as he put the pressure on him, Cindric pulled away.
This better be a damn NASCAR. Yeah, there we go. So they better not go to commercial now. Allgaier's making great runs off of 2. But in 3, he runs higher than Cindric, and it's not really working. At least it doesn't look like it's working to me. We'll see what kind of run he gets here. Good run off the corner. Good run. Didn't get to his quarter panel to get beside him, but that was a good run. So now Cindric's moving up in 1 and 2, running in that sticky shit. Oh, sideways! How did they not wreck? God, they're literally almost wrecking off of 2 every lap, especially Cindric. And that time Allgaier got right up on him, and I don't know if he touched him or if he just put the air on him and got him really loose. Here comes Allgaier for the lead. Wow, he powered around Brandon Jones on the outside and shot under Cindric coming down the front stretch, and now Allgaier's got the lead. He better drive away. Yeah, I figured you had to have like some kind of cable thing to watch on NBCSports.com or whatever. Allgaier's got the lead, 9 to go in stage 1. Jesus. Kyle Busch is in the top 5. He's working on Briscoe for 4th. Sigh. Don't worry, I'm sure when Kyle Busch gets out front, I'll be hating life. Just drive to the race. I don't think they're going to let you in. Find a hill to park on and watch it. Brandon Jones got by Cindric for 2nd. Cindric's really starting to fade here at the end of the stage. He's really, really loose. He's way too loose.
Now out front at Texas, moving up to 2nd, Brandon Jones in that yellow 19. Austin Cindric has had his hands full. The back end of that car coming around, and he has been able to save it.
Cindric off of 2 again. Jesus.
Difficult for him, as now he's under pressure from the 98 of Chase Briscoe.
They're replaying right now when him and Allgaier almost wrecked a few laps ago.
Allgaier put tons of pressure on Austin Cindric, just sideways off the corner.
Yeah, Austin was so fast before that yellow.
Woohoo!
And now
That was a full-blown drift.
He's been almost in the fence off of turn 2.
Now watch this move Allgaier pulls off of 4 for the lead. Wow.
Threads the needle between Jones and Cindric. It's such a good run. The 22 can't really side draft to slow him down.
I think it's thundering here.
But I'm just surprised at how the 22 sort of fell off here. Really dominant car, then the caution comes.
Kyle Busch is 4th.
Almost in the fence off of turn 2 every other lap.
With 5 to go in stage 1.
After the 7 of Justin Allgaier, he led 307 laps in the first 7 races, only 12 in the last 8 races coming into this race. But now he's up front. Let's listen into the radio.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to wreck him. I don't think I hit him at all.
If that was Cindric and Gregson doing that, Gregson would have probably flipped Cindric into the fence and would have crashed himself into the inside wall. But because Justin Allgaier is such a fucking talented driver, they didn't wreck. Cindric's not done, but he's struggling right now. Hell, he's still 3rd. He held on to 3rd. And Kyle Busch is not really running up on him right now, so he's just trying to limp it to the end of the stage. Still got a long way to go. It's only stage 1. But if they don't tighten that thing up over the course of a run, he's going to be in trouble, yeah.
That middle lane has developed a lot of grip.
Well, that makes me happy. That encourages me about tomorrow's race. These cars here are moving around, running the middle. They're running up in the traction compound. They're running down on the white line. After Kentucky last week, I'm just like, thrilled to see that they're able to drive at least 2 lines of the racetrack. The Xfinity cars have less grip than the Cup cars, so it should be easier for the Cup cars tomorrow, maybe. I don't have high hopes for tomorrow.
Or right up with the right sides close to the traction compound, but staying in the lighter gray. And now, with just 2 laps to go,
2 to go in stage 1. And Kyle Busch is about to pass Cindric off of 2. Here he comes. Kyle Busch to 3rd.
Did a good job there entering the corner.
Cindric's got his car under control now. He's not sliding everywhere, but he's still not as fast as the guys around him. He's having to be really careful. Great run through the center of the corner by Cindric, and he passes Kyle Busch back. He took 3rd back from Kyle Busch, last lap of the stage. Yeah, guys are getting huge runs off the corner, running up about a lane and a half.
Some of that difficulty to pass is, I think, why we're seeing some pushing and shoving at Kentucky. We may see it again here at Texas.
Allgaier still without a race win, but he's been successful when it comes to stages. This is going to be his 6th stage win.
Kyle Busch gets Cindric loose off of 4. And Kyle Busch beats him to the line. So it's Allgaier wins stage 1. Brandon Jones, Kyle Busch got 3rd. So that's stage 1 over. We're about a quarter of the way through the race.
Justin Allgaier mentioned that his daughter Harper.
We're only a quarter of the way through the race, and we've already seen Gregson wreck somebody like an idiot. Kyle Busch is in the top 5. It's truly the end of days. No, NBC and NBCSN are different. If the race is not on NBC, it's only on NBCSN. So if you don't get NBCSN, you're just out of luck today and tomorrow. The next race to be on NBC, I think, is the Daytona Road Course. I think every other race for a while is NBCSN. Cindric says he wants to wreck Allgaier. Well, it was just a misunderstanding, I think. Allgaier didn't really mean to almost wreck him. But I don't think anybody cares if you don't mean to accidentally almost wreck them. I think they just get pissed if you try to hit them. Or if they think you tried to hit them. IndyCar's racing at Iowa again. Somebody said this race was on Fox. Fox be like, look, the 18 checked up and Noah got into the back. Hey guys, look at Chase Elliott. That's not that far off. The guy said, Jeff Gordon be like, hey guys, look at Chase Elliott when something bad's going on. You know, if Noah Gragson was doing a career mode NASCAR 2005, his hero villain meter would be all the way in the red. Not having a clean year.
I can tell you, hockey is back.
By God, hockey's back. Canadians are going to freak out.
2014 tournament. Ultimate prize waiting at the end. Stage 1 is over of the My Bariatric Solutions 300 from Texas Motor Speedway. It was the 7th of Justin Allgaier getting the win. You hear Ross Chastain shut the car off there as it's 145 degrees inside that car.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Cindric to win the race, even though they got to get that thing tightened up for the long run, if there are any long runs today, because it just seemed like the longer they went on there, the looser he got and the less he could do. Obviously, Kyle Busch is going to be a problem. So you're going to have to deal with that. You bet your life, yeah.
Brandon Jones was in his car, will not turn the way he wants it to. They'll go for 4 fresh Goodyear tires and chase it on his car. Middle of the screen, there's the leader, Justin Allgaier. He'll get an air pressure adjustment for the same condition. Won't turn, Marty. And Davey saw
Brandon Jones just got blocked in his pit box, so I would imagine Kyle Busch is either going to come out with the lead or come out in second. Kyle Busch got the lead on pit road, guys. It's over. New leader, the 54, Kyle Busch. Allgaier second. Actually, no, they say Cindric second, Allgaier third, Briscoe fourth. Douchebag Gregson fifth. But Kyle Busch the leader, y'all. It's over. It's all over. This is why I'm doing something special for the truck race later. I'm going to stream during the truck race, but we're going to, like, half-assed barely pay attention to the truck race while I play NASCAR Heat. That's what we're going to do tonight. A lot of it is the car. Like, obviously, Kyle Busch is the best driver in NASCAR currently. But come on, he's driving for Joe Gibbs Racing, which is, like, been consistently the best team in the top 2 series the last, like, 5 years. So, yeah. Obviously, Kyle has so much more experience than these dudes. So that's why he's favored. And he's the all-time winningest driver in the Xfinity Series. He's closing in on 100 wins.
And welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway.
He said when he hits 100 wins in Xfinity, he won't race anymore. Who got caught? Oh, Kyle Busch, too fast on pit road, to the back. Kyle Busch has got to go to the back, too fast on pit road. Kyle Busch is blaming the tachometer. Kyle Busch has won over 90 Xfinity races in his career, just not this year. This year he's just won a couple of truck races. So damn, we're on lap 50 and Kyle Busch got to go all the way to the back again. Ain't that a bitch? Kyle Busch is hitting his gauges. He joked, he said there must be PJ1 on my gauges.
Basically is telling you how fast you're going. So if that gauge is
sticky.
No option but to go slower. Remember, you're in the digital dash with some fancy lights in his cup car.
You didn't actually bet your life savings on Austin Cindric.
All right, let's get the input.
Did you?
Kyle and DJ from the Charlotte studio.
Yo, Kyle Petty's back.
Go, man.
I love Kyle Petty. That's incredible. How much did you bet, NC Fire?
We'll have to see exactly how that plays out. We know already seen that he can come from the back to the front and get the job done.
Yeah, and everybody knows if it's electric, if it's a piece of electronic equipment.
By the way, I love Kyle Busch's Twix car.
All the time. That makes it work. So I do understand. The fascinating part is he was calm and cool about it. He wasn't upset.
Well, of course he's calm and cool. 17, 30-year life savings.
I think that's the confidence that Kyle Busch brings as a driver.
Well, I think you can earn that back.
Well, he said,
jeez.
That
Diet Dr. Pepper's making me burp. I'm sure it's lovely to hear.
Well, Rick, you know, the reason the tack is a big deal because, you know, we're only 51 laps in.
I would bet my house on Kyle Busch, but I'm starting to have doubts if he's having problems with his gauges and can't read pit road speed and shit like that.
I think he can just go to the back of each.
He'll be fine.
I mean, if I had a car as fast as his, and it's
Dale Jr. throwing shade. He said if I had a car as fast as Kyle Busch, I wouldn't care. I'd go to the back anyway. Who cares? Allgaier and Cindric on the front row. Cindric boldly picks the outside lane in front of Noah Gragson. That is really bold. God, I love that they're starting to move up and the groove is widening out. That's good. That's really good news.
Twix 54 of Kyle Busch. Starting in the back, we'll see how long it takes him to get back up to the front. As up front, they are fighting for the lead still.
Cindric pulls away with the lead for now, it looks like. Oh, he's not clear. He's not clear. Here comes Allgaier back. Cindric already said he's frustrated with how Allgaier passed him earlier, the way he passed him. Now Harrison Burton's moving up. Here he comes.
How about Harrison Burton in the 20 also running up in the third spot?
I'm sure they got Cindric's car tightened up at least. Oh, they're dooring each other down the back. The 22 and the 7. God, Cindric. I hope Cindric didn't cut a tire doing that. We'll find out soon enough. They were dooring each other going down the back. Here they're doing it again. Come on, guys. It's only lap 54. It's lap 54 of 200. Allgaier back in the gas. He clears Cindric for the lead. There goes Allgaier to the lead. He better take off. I'm pretty sure Cindric's not happy. Yeah, I said Cindric for the win, but I would have bet my house on Kyle Busch. I wouldn't bet on Cindric. I don't trust him yet. I just picked him to win. Harrison Burton passes Cindric for second. Man, these guys are racing hard.
These tracks where you get that second groove that's preferred. When you drive underneath somebody, you just have to take it. You got to go slide up in front of them. It's something that these drivers have learned to do.
Shoot each other's tires out.
All right, Jeff, I'm going to call you out now.
We should play NASCAR Rumble on the PS1.
You lost your stuff.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
The first time I saw it, Jimmy Johnson did it to me at Bristol, and it really infuriated me.
Jimmy Johnson pissed everybody off just because he won a lot.
He's back on the back bumper of Harrison Burton in the 20.
Good God, that's a mess coming off a 2. Man, they are racing hard. There's Chastain, Annette, Gregson, Burton, Briscoe, Alfaro, they're checking up.
Here comes Noah Gregson in the 9.
Good grief. They all looked like they were about to wreck.
That's a good point.
Man, the Xfinity Series is fun this year.
Both driving for Junior Motorsports.
This is the race I look forward to the most every week. Cindric's passing Harrison Burton for second.
Once again, Austin Cindric moving to the inside, trying to take second away from Harrison Burton.
Harrison almost defeated. I think he decided it's too early to drive in side by side. Cindric proved he had a better car, worked his way back inside the 20.
It's interesting that guys in the PJ1 some laps now they're using the bottom. It's like now they're back in the PJ1 and 3 and 4. They weren't using it this last time through. And there are some different.
I got to check the weather and make sure it ain't going to rain before tomorrow and wash all that shit off the racetrack. Because right now I like how the track is looking. I like how it's racing.
Worked really well in turns 1 and 2. Not so much of an advantage in 3 and 4. You see it. These guys just don't use it.
Kentucky really sucked last week, so the fact that you can use more than one lane, it's a bold new world. Kyle Busch is back in the top 15. He just passed Jeremy Clements for 15th. Allgaier's got almost a 2-second lead on Cindric. Whatever PJ1 is the shit they put on the racetrack. Sticky shit to make the track have grip because it's a recently repaved racetrack, and for whatever reason these days, newly paved racetracks don't have asphalt that ages worth a damn. Which is why Michigan was paved 8 years ago and it's still a one-lane racetrack. Charlotte Motor Speedway was paved in 2006 or 7 and it ain't been the same since. Peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, it's got grip like peanut butter. Does peanut butter have grip? I don't like peanut butter, so I don't know. Jelly is sticky. Damn.
Battle for second place. Austin Cindric has gotten by Harrison Burton, as you guys mentioned a moment ago. And I think he wants to get back to that 7 car in the moment.
Don't say that. Like I said, Dale Jr. is not going to make it through this race. He's going to have a stroke.
Put some tires on my car. I'm going to go back and repay him for
Cindric says he really wants to get back to Allgaier.
Well, this in-car camera, the Toyota onboard right here, Kyle Busch, they're running all the time, not just during the race. We got to get a little bit of pre-race of that mechanic. Coming in here, you see the dash tip forward, rewiring the back of the dash.
I don't care about what they were doing to Kyle Busch's gauges before the damn race. Oh, they're going to commercial anyway. Excuse me. God, I cannot stop burping, and it's disgusting. My God. This race is going to fool me into being excited about tomorrow's race. That's what usually happens. Xfinity's great, and then at a place like Texas, the Cup race stinks. I won't be able to see comments for a minute. I'm turning my phone off for a second during the commercial. When the race is back on, I'll turn the YouTube app back on. Phone's not getting hot, but it felt a little warm. Man, I need to set it over here. Man, I love my new computer. Can't live without this thing now. I was cheating like a motherfucker last night playing Friday the 13th because one of our friends has a stream, and that's where we get a lot of our players from to play Friday. And I was screen watching like a motherfucker. I was playing Friday the 13th on my TV and had her stream on my computer, and I was cheating my ass off last night. It was pretty funny, though. Just like she was Jason, and I could see where she was at and what she was doing, and I could tell when she was about to come after me. There was only like a 3-second delay on the stream. What happened on the stream was 3 seconds after it happened actually in my game, so it wasn't that bad. It was like less than 3 seconds. So I could be like, okay, she's all the way over here, I'm going to go do this. Or, oh, she just morphed, I'm going to do this. I was cheating my ass off.
You can see all types of racing action from NASCAR, IMSA, American Flag
IMSA.
Track with track.
Oh, that reminds me, they're having conversations about the Daytona road course for the Cup cars, and if they need to add an extra chicane somewhere, because they're going to be pretty damn fast on the Daytona road course when they get up on the pavement, because they're going to be using that 750 horsepower aero package deal. But I think they should just leave it alone. IMSA doesn't use an extra. I don't know how fast the IMSA cars are exactly, but they don't use an extra chicane, so just, it'll be different.
To share the racetrack with him and been following his career.
Why is there a flag waving? Oh, there's caution. My bad.
Yeah, that's going to be on track pass 645
Caution's out.
From Langley. The caution
what happened?
It is for debris on the race.
Debris? What is this, 2009?
Cindric still.
We're flashing back to 2009 with a good old-fashioned debris caution. I'm assuming it's legit, though. They don't throw bullshit debris cautions anymore. Not that often. Okay, that's legit. What the fuck is that?
It doesn't surprise me. It looks like a
bumper. Rear panel of somebody's car is laying in the middle of turn 2.
Because those are the two that
93, Steve.
93. It was off of Mike Snyder's car. Yeah. There's your crash damage clock, everyone, at work. They couldn't get that car fixed up well enough, and a big piece of the rear end fell off and could have hurt somebody, but yeah.
tough day for Mike Snyder.
There's your crash repair clock rule.
Yep, you see right there?
No, Mike Snyder had debris fall off his car. Kyle Busch is fine.
We mentioned it earlier, Myatt, right around the bubble for the playoffs, and he shares some rides with this team and with RCR car the rest of the season, the regular season. He drives his 93 car trying to
hey,
come
Michael.
back from today's tough luck to stay in the fight. Those final few spots in the playoffs.
Yeah, starting out
watching
this
a race.
He was 14 points.
Allgaier's leading, Cindric second, Harrison Burton third. Cindric says he's going to wreck Allgaier.
Automatically put you into the
Gregson's already wrecked someone.
Points very, very important. And
And we're not even halfway yet.
Knowing that he isn't going to be back into one of the RCR cars until the playoffs start.
Kyle Busch is 11th, by the way, after his penalty. He's already back up to 11th. And this caution helps him out. Lap 69 complete. Nice.
Like they did in the first stage. The 11 that was reporting a vibration, Dave.
That's right, Steve. So they wanted to come in for Justin Haley, get that taken care of here. They will change all 4 tires, get the Goodyears off, get the Goodyears on. And with time to do it here, make sure that all 5 lug nuts are tight. There was nothing to have the same issue this time out.
There were less than 20 laps to go in stage 2, and we return for the restart.
Commercials. I have less than 20 to go in stage 2 now when they restart. Oh, Bob Saget. Kyle Busch was lobbying for that caution and wondered why the officials even had to think before waiting to throw it. Yeah, it was pretty obvious. There was a big piece of metal right in the middle of the groove at turn 2. Somebody hit that. That could have been really bad.
CSN is brought to you by Credit One Bank.
Credit One Bank. It's not the one to go. We still got over half the race left.
The race came out on lap 5 when the Nyan of Noah Gragson.
Oh, look, they're replaying when Gragson wrecked the 18.
Riley Herbst.
I picked Cindric to win the race.
Car came to pit road, tried to fix it. They were not able to.
Which is bold considering Kyle Busch is in there.
And so they had to retire early, which meant Riley Herbst had to go to the infield care
Guess
center.
he didn't sleep good last night. Oh my God.
Earlier today.
He's really coming back to haunt me.
Honestly sucks. I hate it for my guys that joke in racing. I think it was lap 4 or 5. Just kind of learning the racetrack here. First time for me at Texas Motor Speedway. And the 9 car decided to run through us. So, real shame. I hate it for my guys, Monster Energy, everybody. But he's got a lot more to lose than I do. So we'll see what happens.
Well, there you go again, guys. I mean, there's.
I would give good money to whoever takes out Gragson in the playoffs. Wait till the playoffs. Let this dipshit get away with whatever he wants right now, and then fuck him up in the playoffs.
You're not going to forget what happened throughout the season.
So we're not halfway through this race yet, but these restarts going to.
Restarting with 18 to go in stage 2. It's Allgaier who gave the inside to Cindric. That's pretty bold. Cindric's already said he wants to screw him over.
Got this inside lane. We've seen the outside work better. See if the inside can hold up at all. Set the stage. Drivers are learning right now how to win this race.
Allgaier and Cindric making up row 1.
Okay.
Harrison Burton in row 2.
Cindric, do you have any balls?
Other for years.
Cindric gets the lead. Oh, no, not clear, not clear. Here comes Allgaier.
Takes the spot away, but here comes Allgaier.
He wanted to get clear.
Yeah, Cindric tried to squeeze him off turn 2. Give just enough room. Get back to that quarter pound.
Oh! Briscoe just put Ross Chastain in the wall.
It's the 10 of Ross Chastain.
Oh, man. Briscoe put Chastain in the wall.
We obviously see some damage. The Goodyear's taking off the right side tires. Look at the tires.
Once again, we are not even halfway through the race.
Great information.
Well, Briscoe's in the top 5. He just gained a spot there.
Use your judgment. Steve, in a Cup car, these guys would have so much damage, and it'd probably be a tire up, but these are a different body here in the Xfinity.
Allgaier's pulled ahead of
Cars are
Cindric.
Steel body, so when they get smashed in, they stay in. These are composite of fiberglass, carbon fiber, different parts and pieces. So when they hit the racetrack, you see right
Oh,
here.
damn, he just...
Contact with the body, more contact between cars, sends the 10
Woo.
off the racetrack. Hard impact.
There's going to be some hurt feelings after this. What is with the Xfinity Series this year? I love it. I can't wait till Road America.
Ross Chastain fighting.
You know they're going to drive like idiots at Road America. Oh, we got a wreck. The 52.
Cars in the fence.
And so now,
Caution's out again.
Cody Vanderwall has brought out the
5 cautions already.
Yeah, Cody, one of the 3 19-year-olds in the field.
Hey, Blake,
Oh boy.
that car's from over behind Bojangles. You know that race shop over there?
So that's the question I have for drivers.
That's
Right?
it.
Is it obvious you've been hit? Well, right there, a younger driver. He's
Well, that car will be back here in town tonight. Junk.
Half racetrack. So if we get a chance to see any replay and really get an idea of what exactly happened.
He was asking if he got hit by Bailey Curry.
Because he's probably never been in that situation before. Did he hit me? Or did he take
Yeah,
care of me?
Cindric's second
I don't
right
know that
now.
He has a lot of understanding of how that would feel to begin with. One of the younger drivers on their circuit.
And Rick, you were
Yo, if I'm Chastain, I'd be salty as fuck. I got bump and run at Pocono for the win by Briscoe, and then I just got put in the wall by him there. I'd have to do something about that.
Far up
And I like Briscoe, but hey, come on
Right
now.
there at that point, he needs to be in the throttle. You know, a lot of young drivers, when they're backing up the racetrack, can stand in the gas, spinning the rear tires, and keep that car out of the fence.
The key to that is when the thing starts turning around, get off of that gas quick.
It's been a great race so far.
You'll see a lot of young drivers get wheel
I'm
put to the
thoroughly
right
entertained.
throttle, and it gets really ugly.
The word overcorrect comes out a lot, right?
There's a time, though, where you can do enough to the throttle there to keep that car from hitting the fence, and that's something some people learn.
So big break though for the 10. Ross Chastain, I mentioned he's on a little bit of a streak. 8 top 10s in a row he has had. That's on the line.
You've seen a lot of action so far here today, and more right here. See Chase Briscoe got into the back. Ross Chastain got him up in the fence.
This league, this series. Somebody put something in the water in Xfinity this year. This is like what the truck series is usually like. The trucks have been pretty chill this year. Cody Vanderwall, more like Cody Endewall, am I right? Every week. He's about as bad as Gregson. You like Riley Herbst's interview? He hit him with the, "I really hate it for my guys." That's the classic line. Hate it for my guys. Man, I just hate it for my guys. Chase Elliott had like perfected that shit his first couple of years in Cup. Hate it for my guys, you know. Boy, this computer is a blessing. This computer is a blessing. Can't wait to get paid what I'm owed for work and get back to work so I can buy more games for this motherfucker. Including NASCAR Heat 5. I'm going to get Heat 5 for my computer. I thought about selling my PlayStation copy, but I'm not streaming on PC yet. What I'm doing is I'm finishing the games that I bought and playing through them and learning about how to like fix problems if they come up. I've had like a game crash or two, and then I've had a game get laggy and it stay laggy no matter if I restart the game or not. Learning how to fuck with the files and shit like that and get everything straightened out before I ever even attempt to stream on my PC. So for right now, all you're going to get is like NASCAR Heat 5 on PS4 and Red Dead 2 on PS4 until I get this stuff figured out. So it's going to still be a little bit before I ever stream from my PC, but I'm just learning it right now. Playing through some games. Having a great time, though. Hey, Brent Moffitt's in the top 10. Kyle Busch is 8th. Jeb Burton's back up to 7th.
So he went ahead and took that top. Didn't want to give the 22 of Cindric the outside.
Man, I love the Xfinity Series this year. This Xfinity's so good now, I don't ever want to miss a race. It's like Cup for me. I'm like, I don't want to miss this race.
The green flag is out.
Hey, Junior. They're letting Junior call it. Allgaier picked the outside lane. Boy, I wish we had the choose rule already. That choose rule in the All-Star race was great. It really worked. That needs to be a thing like ASAP. Side by side for the lead. Down the back, Cindric and Allgaier.
Interesting to see the 7-car Allgaier not use the PJ.
Cindric loose on the bottom, though. Allgaier takes the lead back. Allgaier to the front. Man, Allgaier's good. Cindric's car's too damn loose. Allgaier's car doesn't move or bobble or anything.
Checkup right there with the 19, 22.
And Allgaier's driven away already. Cindric settled into second, though. Harrison Burton loose. Hey, here comes Gregson. Harrison, be a dick. Be a dick. Nah, like I said, wait till the playoffs. Just wait till the playoffs. I wish Gregson would take out Kyle Busch. I would love to see Kyle Busch's reaction if he gets screwed by Noah Gregson's stupidity. That's like my dream. Because Kyle Busch already doesn't like him anyway because he thought Gregson sucked in the truck series.
Hey, what you hearing on the 19? Pretty good right now, Jeff. According to the driver, it's a little bit
10 to go in stage 2, coming to 9 to go.
But overall, much better rear grip for that race car, and he's chasing down Austin Cindric.
Brandon Jones had a lot of bad luck lately. He's run well, but just has not gotten to finishes. Harrison hanging tough on that bottom groove.
Oh, Kyle Busch loose. I thought Kyle Busch was wrecking there. They were on his onboard, and I heard him jump out of the gas and start wiggling around. I thought Kyle Busch was going straight for the wall. He saved it, though. I don't know if Jeb Burton got him loose or not. We couldn't see from that angle.
So it was kind of interesting to see that 8-car pop through there, get underneath that 54.
Maybe he didn't touch him. I don't know.
Kyle makes the pass back, though, right at the bottom here.
3 stages. Oh, Jesus! Kyle Busch from the bottom to the top, coming off a 2 right in front of Jeb Burton. Don't let these kids drag you down, Kyle. Nah, Kyle's probably loving this. This is fun for him. Everybody's driving like a maniac.
It grip, but it seems to be easy for these guys to jump that grip, to push too far in that PJ1 traction compound.
Justin Haley. Haley's not having a good day. He's 15th. He's been about 15th all day. He's pitted an extra time because the car wasn't good at all. But they're not gaining anything out of it. So, yeah, Haley's not having a good day. His teammate Chastain's not having a great day either. He got put in the wall by Briscoe. Alfredo's kind of fell off here. He's 14th.
This has been a good track for him. You know he's happy to be back here. Still this battle here with Harrison Burton sorting itself out. Chase Briscoe on the outside still. Hardy's got something on the 98.
5 to go in stage 2. I'd love to see Kyle Busch right before it's over, especially if it's him and Gregson together.
He's having to wait so long on the throttle, it feels like we're 2 seconds slower than everybody else. So right here.
Dude, that's how I feel at Pocono in NASCAR Heat 5 till the tires wear out.
We've seen that with the 22 car earlier in the race after a cycle on something's happening to these guys when they have a caution. They have a cycle on the tires.
We have a
and get
caution.
going again. It's like they can't find the grip. The car's completely changed for them.
Yeah, that gets difficult for the driver to communicate properly, what the car is doing.
Allgaier has a 2-second lead on Cindric.
Right? Because if you put tires
Come on, Allgaier. I know I picked Cindric to win, but I'd love it if Allgaier won. I'd be so much happier.
So guys, the 7 car made a good change on that last pit stop. Air pressure change helped that car and the handling for Justin Allgaier. But change as far as attitude and momentum and mentality for this team. Jason Burnett, the crew chief, wasn't so sure when I talked to him about this morning. They've been doing better lately, but still don't have that win this year. I said, well, you need to have more momentum, more of an upswing. He said,
Momentum.
He said, some years we roared in the playoffs like we were king of the world, and we fell flat in our face. So this is kind of an unusual year. I'm happy to just go week to week, laying on stage points, laying on
Kyle
stage
Busch
wins
going
like
for
he's
4th
about
on
to do
Gregson.
here and see where things fall.
He's on the inside of Gregson. Wish he was on the outside.
Yeah, this Xfinity series.
2 to go in the stage.
Any of these guys out. And that regular season performance is important. But we've seen some guys come out of nowhere in the playoffs to be players and homestead for the championship. Kyle Busch trying to get around Noah Gragson here. Noah running that outside line. Kyle would like to be in that traction compound, but he has no option to run the bottom here.
Boy, it looks hot out there, doesn't it?
You want that third
It just
lane,
looks hot.
No one wants to be the first one to go up there.
Last lap of the stage.
The interesting thing too, Jeff, is these guys are, they're throwing marbles all over the racetrack, which is typical from the tires itself. And this traction compound is sticky, so the marbles go up the racetrack into this groove just outside of where they're running and sticks to the racetrack. So nobody's going to go up there. It's like ice outside of the grip.
Justin Allgaier wins stage 2, so he swept the stages. That's usually not a good sign for him. I'm not going to say a damn word. You bet on Allgaier, that's a risk, knowing his luck.
They've had fast cars. They have 7 playoff points, all from stage wins. Justin Allgaier accustomed to winning. Wants to get that win. See how aggressive he is in this race.
I don't know how Allgaier hasn't won more races in his career. He's so good. And this series is like prime for a guy like him to just dominate. How crazy would it be if he got the 48 next year? Did you guys notice when Dale Jr. was watching the cars race and they were showing him on camera every time they went into a corner, Jr. would lean to the left? Gregson went through that whole stage without pissing anybody off, I think. It's crazy. We got a lot at stake here. We've got our life savings on Austin Cindric. $17.33. Boy, I'm glad I bought this computer before that. Yo, where's all these sales I keep hearing about on Steam? Now that I got Steam and a PC, Steam ain't selling shit.
And up. SpeedyCash.com victory lane. So much
I got a little bit of a
racing
deal on the
taking place
Batman
this
stuff,
weekend.
but
More racing's going to follow our coverage here
still.
in Texas. It starts with 3 words: respect the folks.
Respect the what?
Returns with the Cadillac Grand Prix of Seabrook.
Go IMSA.
Next on
IMSA and IndyCar are the 2 best racing series besides NASCAR. Formula 1's cool, but it's fucking boring. Although, I heard F1 2020, the video game, is fucking awesome. And it looks great. It's so good, I might actually get it. I might get it for PC. I don't know shit about driving Formula 1, but I'd like to learn, because that game looks awesome. And everybody's talking about how great it is. And I'm not a F1 fan at all. Like I said, I think F1's boring.
Remember you talked about Texas Motor Speedway being different on both ends? He needs 2 different changes for the 19. As for the winner of the stage, the 7 of Justin Allgaier, his car is good. Needs a team to just keep it there for him. Marty, that's not always easy.
Austin Cindric playing for his 3rd straight win, Dave. He's been in the top 3 all day long. He said, we're better as we go. I just can't get the car to come in early enough for me. He said, I can't be aggressive with it to get it to rotate early in the run. So a big
Allgaier keeps the lead off of pit road. Kyle Busch to 2nd. I think Brandon Brown missed his pit box. That's why he got off pit road first. So it's Allgaier, Kyle Busch, Brandon Jones, Dickhead Gregson. Cindric lost a lot of spots. I think they took some swings on that 22 car, though. I think they were making big-time adjustments. So now the real race begins, stage 3. Oh, Bob Saget.
You said that during the storyboard?
Yeah, this is Bob Saget. Oh, Bob Saget.
I'm literally about to start recording.
Kyle Busch went from 25th to 5th in that last stage, and now he's 2nd coming off of pit road. Allgaier swept the stages. Can he win a damn race, though? Please. God, I gotta start. I wish I could sleep better. Guys, I try to go to bed. I go to bed, and then I wake up after like 3 hours. And I'm like, ugh. It's so annoying.
Yeah, we tried to get Pokemon.
And I spend all day feeling like I could sleep. Like yesterday, I tried to take a nap in the middle of the day because I felt groggy. I just laid there for like an hour and I slept like maybe 30 minutes and then it got back up because I just couldn't sleep anymore. Right now I feel like I could lay down and take a nap, but if I did, I'd be up in like an hour. And I'd feel like I hadn't slept at all. Oh wait, get this. The leader's going to be Anthony Alfredo. He stayed out. Anthony Alfredo stayed out and took the lead.
Look at what Allgaier has already been able to do. Won both stages. He's done that before 5 times in his career. He's only gone on to win the race once after that. Really important here. Look down. 9th on this list.
Yeah, Mountain Dew or coffee.
In that 35 gained 2 points. The reason that's important, Ryan Sieg is right.
I stopped drinking anything a couple of hours before I think I might go to bed.
Through these stages is going to
And then I go to bed and I sleep for a little bit. And it feels like I'm sleeping good. The other day I woke up, right? I think I went to bed at like 3 and I woke up at 7:30. But when I woke up at 7:30, for some reason I thought it was like 1 in the afternoon. I was like, oh, I slept good. Then I realized, oh shit, it's only like 7:30 in the morning.
So when we look at it,
Quickly realized I did not sleep good.
of Austin Cindric, he ends up losing positions here, Dale. He gained points in the first 2 segments, but this one he comes out and loses 3 or 4 positions.
Yeah, it looks like they've kind of been struggling with their race car. They wanted to make some adjustments to try to give their driver a little bit better opportunity to go up there and battle.
Yeah, they were making a lot of changes on Cindric's car. Because Allgaier's got the clear-cut dominant car now.
Does that matter as he tries to navigate traffic? It's going to be completely different for him as he goes on this
But now,
race.
He's going to be way further back because Chastain and Alfredo stayed out. And I guess Brandon Brown did take no touch. Brandon Brown's lined up in third. Allgaier's fourth.
Let's take a listen to the 22 about that good stuff.
So, yeah. So it's Alfredo and Chastain on the front row, Kyle Busch and Allgaier on the second row. Chastain's car's not beat up too bad. He got put in the wall pretty hard, but you know how these car bodies are. They're flexible. And Alfredo's leading. Not for long, though, because Allgaier's so damn fast. Ooh, Allgaier got really loose there. Here comes Kyle Busch under Allgaier. That's important. If Kyle Busch gets by Allgaier and then passes these two, it's game over. And he's ahead of Allgaier now. Allgaier's on the outside. Busch is on the bottom. Oh, Chastain. Chastain moved down to block Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is driving way deep in the corner on Chastain. Chastain's giving him plenty of room, though. Anthony Alfredo taking... No, he couldn't get to Busch. He was going to take Busch and Chastain 3 wide. He was looking. And new leader, Kyle Busch. Lap 99. Well, no. Now here comes Chastain back. And, well, he's not clear. Side by side for the lead.
He's making him work for this lead. I expect nothing less from Chastain.
Remember how hard Ross raced Kyle Busch at Charlotte in the Xfinity race? Oh, yeah, Kyle Busch won that race, the Xfinity race at Charlotte. I forgot. That was a good race, but I forgot because Kyle Busch won it. God, Chastain is not giving up. He's still got the lead. Now Alfredo's past Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is stuck on the bottom. The outside line is clearly dominant. Coming off the corner. Oh, Kyle Busch loose. Ha ha. Kyle Busch back to fourth. And Alfredo's passing Chastain for the lead. Kyle Busch got really loose and lost a couple of spots. And now Allgaier's through to second for now. Chastain's going to drive it in hard on the outside. Nope, he's not going to get the chance. Allgaier clears him. That was all because Ross Chastain is a driving son of a bitch, isn't he? Kyle Busch should be gone with a huge lead right now, but Ross would not let him. That is why I love Ross Chastain. Most guys would just lay over there. I swear in the past it looks like guys just lay over for Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series.
Get there, but can he get by him on that bottom groove? Anthony's going to run that traction compound. And this pit decision by Andy Street, the crew chief of the 21, wasn't to just lead the race. It was to kind of flip the track position. They had been stuck outside the top 10 most of the day, Rick. So even if he gets past, falls back to fourth or fifth.
Allgaier needs to get this pass done now. Kyle Busch is settled into third, and he's coming back.
All of these guys will have to come to pit road at least once more because the race goes 200 laps. We're going completed just over halfway at 101 now. They were on pit road at lap 76, everybody else on lap 93.
Well, you hope that it's close enough and you saved enough fuel under those guaranteed yellow flag laps that the 21 will also only have to make one more pit stop.
Cindric is, if they'd show the goddamn ticker instead of the Toyota logo. Cindric is fifth. And Alfredo's still leading this race.
To lead here in Texas. Seeing Andy Street has shown a willingness to do that earlier this year. He's done it a couple of times, and here he is with Anthony Alfredo making the move. I checked in with him a moment ago. He said, purely track condition. That's the only reason he made this move. And you see, he did it lap 76, so that opened up the window for them to be able to do this. And his young driver has answered the bell as well. They struggled early on with the handling of the car a little bit, kind of running back there around the 12th, 13th
16th position, but now they flip the track position, and the 21's out front.
Yeah, I think, any car's going to struggle in 12th position. Dirty air. With this clean air out front, his car's going to drive a whole lot better. Kid's showing legit speed right now in front of these guys.
Clean air is worth a lot.
Andy Street is a new crew chief to Oval Racing, a longtime engineer at RCR. He actually went over to the NHRA, won a championship with Tanner Gray in the Pro Stock Series. Tanner Gray now runs the trucks. He'll run later tonight in the trucks here in Texas. But
Got Allgaier sliding sideways in fourth to try to carry a big run off the corner, and he does, and it gets to the inside of Alfredo. And wow, he smoked him down the front stretch. Allgaier was dead sideways through four, carried the momentum off the corner, and passed Alfredo on the inside. Junior, I don't think he let him go by. I think Allgaier just took it. As sideways as he was off of four, he was digging. And Kyle Busch is through to second now, so it's Allgaier, Kyle Busch. Oh, Kyle Busch runs him wide. Kyle Busch ran Alfredo really wide and got the spot.
Noah Jackson to the inside for third. But they're going to be in the traction compound. Cinder's going to go to the outside, try to take that position from Noah now. Fifth place.
Here, oh, the 21's in the wall, hard, big crash. Caution's out. Alfredo got loose off of two and just slammed the wall.
Alfredo slamming into the wall.
I was completely out of the gas. I couldn't turn.
that wreck started all the way back at corner entry.
Oh, man.
Had clean air, running laps,
He was running really hard there.
Looks like the right front
He
tire
paid
is
the
up there.
price.
It looks to me like he just cooks it in a little too hot. And as you mentioned earlier, how slick it is outside.
Nobody ever touched him. He just got really wide, and he said the car wouldn't turn.
The trucks were on the racetrack under this last caution, blowing debris from the top of the racetrack down into the PJ1. And all that sticks to that PJ1. And those guys, I was talking about it earlier.
You see Jeff Burton sliding to avoid Alfredo.
It's fine, but just outside of that is completely dirty. And he gets into that, he lifts out of the gas, turns the wheel all the way left, and he still can't keep it out of the fence because of how dirty the racetrack is in this higher PJ1 where he's at.
He said it. He said on the radio, I was out of the gas and it wouldn't turn. Well, yeah. It's just when you get that.
That's the worst feeling in the world. When the car is so damn tight, you're out of the gas, turning as hard as you can, and that thing's just going right.
And they just blow that dirt all the way down back into that sticky hot PJ1. And it made that outside groove that they aren't using almost unbearable, like ice.
Yeah, you mentioned how high. Well, here he is. He kind of enters the corner in the groove, but look at the car. Continues to go up the racetrack. Compare him to the 22 right behind him. He's a whole car width higher. There's not a car width worth of grip up there, right? He's in that loose stuff. At this point, he's straight off on corner exit.
Yeah, look at Jeff Burton behind him with this.
Jeff Burton, what a save.
Jeff has seen more action and he has.
I still like the call, though.
Ward would be proud. I'm sure he is.
He made a mistake. We talk about names are made.
Ward Burton taking time out of his busy schedule of killing defenseless animals to watch his son race.
Yeah, but Travis Mack building a little strategy here.
Strategy, Michael Annett's on pit road.
Off strategy. They've been back around the 10th, 11th position for Michael Annett. Has started on the front row today, so Travis Mack calling his driver here to pit road. Everybody else staying out, but this puts him in a window, Steve, where he can do something a little bit different later in the race.
Travis Mack and I have had tons of conversation about how he races with Michael Annett, and he said last year it was all about filling that points bucket, running well in the stages. He didn't get as many as he hoped in this race in the stages, scoring 4 points. So now gamble, maybe he can find some points at the end of this race through pit strategy.
Man, this has been a good race. And it's Texas. I'll tell you how good the Xfinity Series is. Yes, they're under caution. The 21 slammed the wall. Oh, it's the rat commercial. I was supposed to see them on the Kiss Cruise this fall. Now I got to wait another year. Man, Juan Crucier was looking rough in that commercial. Stephen Piercy still looks like Stephen Piercy, just old. Juan Crucier looks like he works at fucking Wendy's or something.
What lap are we on then?
110 out of
I'm
200.
gonna be leaving in 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I need to check the weather for tomorrow so I can know if we're going to have to endure our 25th rain delay of the year. Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, that's where the track's at. Fort Worth weather. Hey, it looks like the high tomorrow at Fort Worth near the racetrack is 97 degrees. Lovely. I'm glad I'm not going to be out in that. Mostly clear. Yeah, weather looks good for tomorrow. So all that sticky shit and rubber will still be on the racetrack. That's good. Wow, as of now, and this is probably going to jinx us, according to the weather.com, 0% chance of rain. One can only hope. I think the truck race is like 8:30 tonight or something. Like I said, we're going to do something during the truck race. I'll have it on my computer, but we're playing NASCAR Heat instead of me just watching because I can't bear another Kyle Busch show in the Truck Series.
That premiered this past Wednesday, now available on Peacock, and what an absolute treasure this has been to watch, Junior.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Rick. We had a lot of fun putting this together. We go across the country finding these old abandoned racetracks and learning about their stories.
We could watch that thing on Peacock because if you're an Xfinity customer, you get NBC Peacock for free.
All right, Rutledge.
So I could watch that. Cindric will be third here. It's Allgaier, Kyle Busch, Cindric third, Gragson fourth.
A big fan has sent you a question, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Rick. This is so cool. I mean, I'm so glad I got my Fleetwood Mac decorations up to be from home. But
Jimmy Means.
Fans, we got a big fan of Dale Jr.'s. Jimmy Means.
Dale Jr.'s favorite driver, Jimmy Means.
Great tweet, and he wants to know, Dale, is it awkward?
From right over here in Forest City, North Carolina.
In some of these cautions, especially when they play the greatest hits from earlier this season. What do you think, Dale?
Well, I think you just have to call it like you see it. Fans are going to know, what happened out on the racetrack.
Somebody's driving on the Roval right now. Junior's at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and there's a car going around the Roval in the background. Who's on the Roval? Who's at my track right now?
We worked through it, but I enjoy calling these races because I love to see these.
Because they're using the TV booth at Charlotte Motor Speedway to call the race while the cars are racing in Texas. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. Restart. Lap 112 of 200. And Allgaier's cleared Kyle Busch already going to one. Kyle Busch is really loose. Really loose. Here comes Gragson for second. Kyle Busch is really... Kyle's car looks as loose as Cindric's did earlier, and it's not doing him any favors right now. He's going to carry a big run off of 4 here, though. And Allgaier's trying to pull away.
On that outside line, the momentum down the straightaway, clears him into turn 1. We're going to have to see, though, what kind of speed Kyle has now as he's...
Western North Carolina.
Trying to chase down Justin. Justin's been really close.
Not in the mountains, but I can see the mountains from my house.
Kyle running into second position. Allgaier up front, and Kyle with a little bit of a run here. You see him closing the gap. Now Noah Gragson in the 9 has the 22 of Austin Cindric closing in on his back bumper.
Let's go, Allgaier.
You mentioned it, Jim Burton.
I have a feeling this race is about to calm down for a little bit. It's been pretty wild so far. Hey, there's Briscoe and Chastain again.
See if he makes it work. Oh, he does. He slides up in front of the 10 of Chastain.
You got to imagine Chastain is just a little wounded from that hit off the turn 4. I know these cars are pretty tough, but that was a pretty hard hit earlier in the race with Chastain.
Yeah, just because the sheet metal or the bodywork pops back doesn't mean everything else does, right?
I figured you were from North Carolina based on your name.
And when you're on old tires, it's okay when you're running first or second, but when you fall back,
I'm somewhere in Rutherford County.
around guys with 20 lap better tires.
And those two were teammates that we were just seeing racing side by side, the 10 and the 11. Those are colleague racing cars.
Oh, Kyle Busch going for the lead on Allgaier off of 4. That was out of nowhere. Kyle Busch led that lap. Wow, Kyle Busch clipped the grass, I think. If only he would clip it harder and rip that front end off. Yeah, Kyle Busch just took the lead. Damn, he's loose off the corner. He slid right in front of Allgaier. He waved because he slide jobbed Allgaier off of 2, and then he waved. And now Kyle Busch appears to have a really good car. That thing's come in now. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes west of Charlotte. On a good day, I could get to Charlotte in about an hour and 10 or hour and 15, but you know, traffic is... Oh, Cindric put Gragson in the wall! Yes! Austin Cindric is my new favorite driver. And Gregson's wrecking in 4. Yes! Yes! You gotta pay attention.
And they say don't go to pit road.
Aha! Cindric just dumped Gragson like a motherfucker. Man, I love Austin Cindric. I am officially a fan. I am officially a fan. Nah, Cindric just wrecked him and kept going. Cindric didn't lose anything. Oh, man, Austin Cindric, I love you. I used to hate Austin Cindric. Now I love him.
He's loose, yeah, never touched him. Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the show how
you get what you deserve, you stupid shit.
The car behind can do.
Noah Gragson just got everything he deserved.
On that quarter panel can really move you around if you're the lead car. And then down here at this end with the damaged flat tires, no sheet metal, no.
Oh, poor Noah Gragson.
Like it was perfectly fine. He never slowed down. So I got to put this on you guys, right? So I feel a lot of confidence as a crew chief when I see contact. I can call it. But right there, no contact. Is that dirty racing by Cindric, or is that just an unfortunate air getting Gragson sideways and not being able to save it?
Yeah, I'm officially a Cindric fan now. I'm a Cindric fan.
You know, if you're going to pass somebody, you got to get close to him, so there's nothing dirty about that, Marty.
Well, for his part, Austin Cindric initially felt like he did get into Noah Gragson, but clearly from our replays, and Brian Wilson, his crew chief, told him, you didn't touch him at all. But Austin did say, I probably could have been a little nicer to him right there. But again, you guys talked about it. Not going to cut the 9 much slack. And I think that goes for a lot of people in the garage area right now.
Well, listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with being on somebody's left rear quarter panel. You're not touching them. If you're going to pass them, you have to be close to them. I mean, that's what racing is, right? You can't pass them from a car leans back. So if that is against the driver code, then I never need it. I don't see how they can blame it on you. Yeah, he didn't run over him. Just cars are pretty aero.
Are they fucking blind? Cindric ran all over him.
Actually, that these guys are coming to pit road, just not many laps on their tires, 82 laps to go. Unless what they're trying to do here, Jeff, is put a set of tires on and have the opportunity for a much shorter pit stop later in the race to keep their track position. Marty.
That's the one thing, Steve, that might make sense here. Kyle Busch took him 115 laps to get to the lead, but finally did get there. And he said, I would love to hustle the car a little bit more, but the rear of the car just won't let me do it. Case Briscoe complaining about
I love Austin Cindric.
In fact, he said a moment ago, it feels like I'm on the splitter from the start of the run.
That was beautiful.
It's tight and nothing ever changes. And then Ross Chastain also on pit road.
That was beautiful.
To come get 4 fresh Goodyear tires here. The 10 also on pit road here. So Steve, I think that's what they're thinking here. Let's make that final stop of the day maybe fuel only or right side tires.
So they're changing tires now in anticipation of maybe doing gas only later.
Is on pit road, so he's making some big adjustments to the 98.
Different strategy, too, for the 9, it seems, Steve, as far as fixing the damage. They came down pit road, did a little bit of work, and then stayed back out.
Man, that was good. Do that more often. Put the 9 car in the wall way more often. Bob Pocker said Gragson brushes the wall. Yeah, that's a fucking understatement. He got took out. Well deserved. It's well deserved. Shout out to Brock Beard on Twitter. He said, LOL, Jeff Burton saying Kyle Busch respects these Xfinity drivers and doesn't expect to win every race is the funniest thing he's ever said. Good point. No, Kyle Busch does not respect these guys, and yes, he expects to win every race. What is he, fucking stupid? What the fuck has Jeff Burton been watching the last 10 years? Yeah, did he respect Ron Hornaday much in that truck race at Texas
No,
about 10 years ago? No, he didn't.
but now
So after that, I don't want to hear, oh, Kyle Busch respect. Fuck off. Strategy's all over the place now. I don't even know who's running up front. I was too busy laughing. Okay. Allgaier stayed out and took the lead. Kyle Busch pitted. Cindric will be in second, and Jeff Burton's third. Justin Haley's fourth. Boy, I'm so happy. Gragson got put out like a chump. He looked just like his dad driving into turn 3 there. Sideways, all over the place. Trying to kill somebody. I love when people get what they deserve. And I just hope it happens more often, because he deserves a lot worse than what just happened in that deal.
Yep.
Driving like a jackass every week.
Yeah, I need some payback.
So even if Kyle Busch wins, this race has been worth it just to see Gragson eat shit. And I'm a brand new Austin Cindric fan. I never thought I'd like that dude. If you guys had heard me, if I'd been streaming the last couple of years, you would have heard me talk almost as much shit about Cindric as I do Gragson. Because for a while I could not stand Cindric. He did all the stupid stuff Gragson does now, but he's actually figured out how to drive and is shown to be really good. He's like one of the most improved drivers I've ever seen. It's been interesting to watch Cindric since he was a moron in trucks and a moron when he first got into Xfinity, to the point now where he's finishing races, he's winning races, he's not running people over, except there. But he did it to somebody who deserves it, so you won't hear any complaints from me.
This is going to be a lot of fun, the different strategies. Kyle Busch is definitely going to win the award for passing the most cars today.
Kyle Busch got to restart 16th because he pitted.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun watching this. Can't wait to see the end of it. And yes, there's going to be more cautions. Glad to be back with NBC and be here.
I'm so glad Kyle Petty's on this broadcast, even for just a moment. I need more Kyle Petty in my life.
We get ready for the race start here.
I say we invite him back tomorrow.
I think that would be a great idea. They'll be back tomorrow with us for the Cup race. Green flag back in the air. Justin Allgaier out front with a great restart. Austin Cindric not able to get the gas as quick.
Allgaier cleared Cindric to 1. Cindric's in second, huh?
Justin Haley in the 11. He's the car that
Let's see how much them tires back there are worth where Kyle Busch is running at.
when they're ready to pay points, he ends up somehow in the top 5.
Cindric once again challenging. Off the racetrack. Allgaier trying to pull away though, using that traction compound up in the second groove.
Now remember, there's still heat between Allgaier and Cindric, so this could get interesting. Man, Allgaier's got a good car.
Kyle Busch restarted in 15th. They left a ton of track position.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys saw how fast the 21 car Anthony Alfredo was on that last restart when he stayed out. Coming to pit road wasn't necessary. Battle for the lead.
Ooh, Cindric's running up on Allgaier for the lead.
Using the bottom groove. Right on board Toyota Camry.
Nobody can make it from here. Even the guys who just pitted can't make it from here.
Up against, right, too wide. This strategy to come get tires is going to be very difficult. He's driven it back up to the top 10. He's done that all day long. But these positions are going to get more difficult as he looks to pass this 0-2 of Brett Moffitt. This is the next car on the right-hand side, the 19 of Jones, the yellow car on the left-hand side. Oh, Jones is losing down there.
Damn.
Getting into the 54 of
Oh, man. I wish he would have.
And that's treacherous for Kyle because he has to go higher in that traction.
Brandon Jones almost wrecked Kyle Busch. Almost.
You saw it did work out for Anthony Alfredo earlier.
Absolutely. That's the fear. If you get up there too high.
And Cindric and Allgaier are fighting for the lead.
These two guys, they've been duking it out all day long. Cindric.
Why do I feel like this ain't going to end well for both of these guys? Allgaier and Cindric. This just ain't going to end well.
Justin Allgaier's led more laps today than he has at any point in his career on a mile-and-a-half racetrack.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw Allgaier do this on a mile and a half? Never.
And Jeff, we heard him say when he came off the pit road,
He's a short track, flat track, 1 mile track kind of guy, you know.
And I think that's one of the things that, and you guys would you just feel like is a winning car, you got to feel like you're Superman out there.
Oh, it's so much confidence gained. When you drive in the corner, it sticks and it does everything you want it to do. Gives you confidence that you understand that you're a good race car driver. You can make it happen.
I love when guys like Austin Cindric come along and they show that, hey, these idiots can get better. They can get smarter.
Outside the top 30. 2 wins already.
From one of my most hated to one of the guys I'm kind of like, yeah, I like him. He's okay. And Gregson's in the garage. Ha 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 ha. Make sure you interview him so I can see him cry like he always does.
Austin Cindric trying to make the bottom of the racetrack. Still about 3 to 4 car lengths separating.
I remember him after that truck race at Dover that he gave away a couple years ago. Sometimes when I'm sad, I turn that clip on him crying after he didn't win Dover. And it just warms my heart. Because I love to see that douchebag fail.
It was in question if he was going to be able to run in the second race. As we see Brandon Jones trying to get by Harrison Burton. Burton fighting back on the outside. But Allgaier, after
what a great day.
The first race in Kentucky,
it's a great day to be alive.
Issues that they wanted to check out. He was there late into the evening. His wife keeping constant communication with him. And when we talked to Justin, he said, well, you know what? It really ended up being something very good for me. He said, I found out a lot about myself that's really helped me personally. And so he feels more comfortable about it. He was able to race in both races at Kentucky. And now, looking really good here and strong at Texas Motor Speedway.
I'm surprised by the speed of this 7th car, especially after last week, watching Cindric just dominate Kentucky.
Busch pitted under that last caution, but he's back up to 6 now. Allgaier's got a half a second lead on Cindric for the moment. That's what's going on up front. It looked like Cindric might come up and give him hell, but
Cindric's got to get by that 7, and he's also got to keep his eyes
stalled out now.
Because he knows that Kyle Busch is out there. He's out there somewhere, different strategy.
The 7.
Dave.
Doesn't look like me for the match with everybody today. He just told his team, boy, when these tires are hot, my car is more manageable than anybody else's. And crew chief Jason Burdett agreed, yes, it is.
Hot tires, guys. What do you think?
I just say he's handling good, got good speed. But still, we know this 54 car Kyle Busch is driving through the field. We haven't really seen a lot of racing with Kyle one-on-one against these guys that have been up toward the front between Cindric and Allgaier. So they're going to have to deal with this 54 eventually. At some point, it'll be interesting to see really who has the best car when it counts at the end.
Kyle Busch now up to 4th.
Kyle Busch is 4th.
His lap times has, you know, he's been in traffic passing cars. He's not been the fastest car. Now he's in some clean air here. Some kind of lap times he can put together. Justin's one of the quicker cars with that clean air out front. Kyle running in 4th through a kind of lap time he can start to do now that he is also in clean air. Kyle just a little bit slower that time by a 77 on Allgaier, a 80 on Kyle Busch, Marty.
Hey, Junior, having a little Toyota driver update on Kyle Busch, who started 28th and drove to 3rd, then 24th to the lead, and now 16th to 4th for Kyle, who questioned Jacob Kanner as crew chief. Why did we pit last time? Here's the radio conversation.
Because you're Kyle Busch, and it doesn't matter what you do. You're going to win anyway.
26 left on the tires. Let's try to get you a little bit more rear security. I thought we'd bring more of them with us than we did.
These Xfinity races are so unfair. It always looks like it's rigged for Kyle Busch.
Jacob, don't worry about it. Kyle has driven, I guess, as we mentioned, from 16th to 4th and tracking down those leaders. And that rear security, indeed, a little bit better on this run for Kyle Busch with those 4 fresh Goodyear tires.
As we talk a lot about the Xfinity Series and, you know, what this series is for and how it builds drivers, it also builds crew chiefs. Very impressed with Kyle Busch right there. This is a guy that normally gets emotional on the radio. This is Jacob's only his 4th race.
It's an Xfinity race. All he has to do is, like, stay awake.
That's a pretty good question, right? Like, okay, I'm trying to get my brain around why you had me come down pit road. The crew chief said this was my thought. It obviously was wrong. They took credit for it. No counter for Kyle Busch. So we talk about what Saturdays are for. It's just not names in the car, names on the pit box. Trying to train Jacob Kanner understand a mistake that he perhaps made.
See if he can get to the next level. That's what everybody's fighting
On the
to
commercial.
do. Right now, just
Mute. See ya. He's coming.
Bye, Dale.
Bye.
I'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Hopefully Pokemon wins.
That stupid dog. Cindric's looking okay, but I don't think Cindric has anything for Allgaier or Kyle Busch. I think this is going to be a race between Allgaier and Kyle Busch. Cindric's just a step off of what Allgaier's got, and I can't tell if Kyle Busch is better than Allgaier or not. Or they're pretty close to being even. We just have to see. But right now, Kyle Busch has fresher tires. He's just a little further back, but working his way back to the front. He'll catch these guys. By the time that Cindric and Allgaier have to make their final pit stop, Kyle Busch will have either caught them or passed them. So here's 17:33 down the drain. Well, you know, you never know. Crazy things do happen. We got 60 laps to go. I'm just saying right now, I think Allgaier's got him covered, and Kyle Busch has fresher tires. So yeah, it's not looking good. Oh, good God, with the commercials. Yes, everybody will have to pit again, even Kyle Busch. But because Kyle took tires on that last stop, Kyle Busch and some of those guys might take gas only. If they do green flag pit stops, you might see a lot of gas only stops from them guys that pitted into the previous caution, where Allgaier and Cindric are pretty much stuck. They almost have to take tires. They've got to take 4 tires, I think. Yeah.
under 59 laps to go in the My Bariatric Solutions 300 from Texas Motor Speedway. The Xfinity Series returning next Saturday on NBCSN from Kansas Speedway. That coverage beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern. The best racing is now.
And maybe a little break between the first team on the racetrack. They have a cup race on Thursday night, so even though it's a couple days
Kansas next week. Another great track for the Xfinity Series. Go back and watch the playoff race at Kansas last year. That was wild. Cindric could pit and stay in second, but he's going to lose time if Kyle Busch and Harrison Burton and those other guys just do gas only next time, which is possible. And Kyle Busch is fast and catching these guys anyway. Kyle is about 2 seconds back. Cindric has caught back up to Allgaier, though. So Cindric might get the lead here. He's making another run at Allgaier. And Jim Burton's sitting there in third with them 66-1 odds right now.
And remember, Jeff, they had that rough pit stop a little bit ago and had to restart eighth and now work their way up to second here. And also remember what Austin has talked about all day long. Early in the run, they struggle. Into the run, they are much better. And you see that playing out right now. He's tracking down Justin Allgaier.
You know, concern with Austin is we've seen him.
Ooh, he's right there on Allgaier's bumper now. He's going to get him loose off of 2 here.
Right there.
He's there. He's side by side with Allgaier.
Saw what happened with Noah when he got that
Oop.
close to the left rear quarter panel.
Lap traffic. He tucked back in line.
Just really hangs it out, puts it on the edge.
Kyle Busch has caught Jim Burton for third.
Sometimes that bites him, sometimes that helps him.
Is this going to be a repayment? Because didn't we see this earlier where the 7
They're working through some lap traffic right now.
Got him loose and then made the pass. Will we see the 22 try the same move?
That's a comment that I'd like to get some tires on this thing and go repay that favor. That's what he's trying to do with that 7 car.
Woo!
Good grip.
He's trying to get to that quarter.
God, he can't quite get to Allgaier's quarter panel off of 2.
Traffic coming up out of
But he's on his bumper. If he gets him loose one time, he's got it. Here comes heavy lap traffic off of 4. Big lap traffic. That hurt Cindric more than it did Allgaier. The lap traffic was shot to the bottom, and they both went around the outside. So.
He'll have to reset and try again, try to set up that pass again. He's absolutely quicker.
He's definitely faster than Allgaier now.
Back to that 7 car and turns down and just can't get the car to get up off the bottom of the
Pit
corner.
maneuver. This ain't GTA San Andreas driving school.
Really costing him some speed, holding him up, getting into the center of the corner.
Steve, how far do they go before they come to pit road?
Well, they could go about 60 laps on the 7 and the 22. They were on pit road at lap 93. So, you know, with the yellows, I think they could probably run at least 10 or 12 more laps. Their concern is behind them as we see the 22 now get to the inside of the 7 guys. Will this be the move?
God, he still can't get to him. He gets right to his bumper off of 2.
The 54 Busch and the 20 of Harrison Burton, they were last on pit road at lap 120, so they can run much longer. It'll be interesting to see if they try
So
to get these
Kyle Busch, Harrison Burton, and Chase Briscoe pitted most recently, 30 laps ago now. Allgaier and Cindric haven't pitted in like 45 laps.
I would stay on the racetrack.
Actually, about
I would stay
50
on the racetrack
laps,
for 2
50 or
reasons.
so
One,
laps. They got to
I
pit
don't think it's gonna
soon.
run all the way green, and even
We're
if
hitting
you
50 to
can
go
go
in a couple of
precious
laps, and
tires,
it's about the
even if
time
it
for
was like
Allgaier and
a sprint
Cindric to be
race,
pitting.
the field up, if I run 25 laps farther than you, even if another one pits and I'm behind you, I have to
Allgaier's pulled back away from Cindric now. Cindric couldn't get him.
See, Rick, that was a driver when I had to say, right? Am I right? I've got to lean on Steve to tell me that.
Confirmation.
Yes.
Confirmation.
You tell me when the yellows come out, I'll tell you what you should do.
And once again, now Austin Cindric is in the position where he has to chase down the 7.
Yeah, the last couple laps.
He's working hard.
Corners of 7 and Allgaier put a little distance there in the 22, trying to get back to
Here
it.
comes Cindric back. He's starting to pick back up again.
Battle for the lead.
50 laps to go.
One young driver, one
You can make it from here. You can pit any time now and make it.
Told us the other
And
day,
it's got to be about time. It's been like 55 laps.
It's really opening up the entry to turn 1, running a lot higher arc into that corner. And Justin trying to turn down in the
Kyle
middle.
Busch is in third.
Run off. See if this lap traffic slows down that 7 a little bit and give another opportunity. Lap traffic's
Jeffrey
giving that
Earnhardt,
22
last
a
car on the
chance.
lead lap there, getting in the way.
And do you think that 7 struggles more in lap traffic because he has been so dominant up in the compound? You know, he doesn't run the bottom of the racetrack much except for passing
You
cars.
saw right there, even though he was passing the 0 into the corner, he's still costing the whole corner. Now the 22 struggling on the outside, on the inside of the 0 car, Jeffrey Earnhardt. It seems that they're all having a hard time trying to get around lap traffic. That bottom inside that traction compound, just no grip there.
A lot of traffic coming into play here. Lap cars for Justin Allgaier as he tries to negotiate around it. We'll go NASCAR nonstop.
At least they have the decency to play license-free music when they go to commercial. For us idiots on YouTube. More lap traffic. Cindric's caught back up to Allgaier again. Can he figure out a way to get by? Oh, I think he might get him now. Yep, lap traffic did it. That 74 car killed Allgaier's corner exit there. Now he's getting all of yeah. Cindric's got the lead, man. That lap car just totally screwed Allgaier. Was running high through the corner and into down the back and into 3 and 4, and Cindric passed Allgaier on the bottom. So, hey, Cindric's got the lead. Your money may be saved. Uh-oh, never mind. Here comes Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is right behind these guys now. That 74 slowed him down so much. Kyle Busch is right there. Yeah. They need to pit now, like ASAP. They need a caution's what they need to even this thing back out. So even though Cindric's got the lead, you need to be hoping for a caution before he comes to pit road. Damn lap cars. $45 laps to go. Make that 44 now.
It was the lap traffic that helped out Austin Cindric. He was able to get by the 7 of Justin Allgaier. Now Cindric continuing the dominance that he showed a week ago at Kentucky. He leads again. This time at Texas Motor Speedway.
God, that 74 totally screwed Allgaier.
Lap traffic.
If you imagine Kyle wrecking in your mind, maybe you can will it into existence.
Cindric made that move. We saw Cindric was putting pressure on him. I thought Cindric's car was a little better at that time, Dave.
Jeb Burton on pit road. He's the first one. Cindric and Allgaier will be pitting any time now.
Without taking away the rear grip. Yep, that's the challenge. 4 fresh Goodyear tires. It's no-go fuel.
That's going to open the valve, basically, Rick. All of those drivers that pitted last at lap 93 will be looking to come to pit road. Marty.
I think as Ross Chastain in 8th right now. We talked about the grueling conditions these drivers are driving in. Ross is running the Truck Series race later tonight. You see 136 in the car. That's up by Ross's head. Down low in the seat, it's much warmer. And what's happened to Ross, they gave him 2 ice bags. Both of those have broken open. So that water literally is sitting almost boiling on Ross's body.
Oh no, that's gross.
Jeff, I'll let you guys take it. That's got to be so uncomfortable.
That's gross. His ice water packs, his ice packs broke and now the water's boiling on him. Oh, that sucks.
It'll injure you.
It's 95 asshole degrees. It's the hottest race this season. Texas in July. God damn you, coronavirus. Wow, Cindric and Allgaier to pit road at the same time. And they both looked like they crept on the pit road to avoid speeding. So Kyle Busch takes the lead for now, but Kyle Busch will have to pit again.
Between the pit crews, they'll change 4 tires on Justin Allgaier's car, and he overshot just barely. Stays in
Boy, Allgaier almost overshot his pit box, but he's in. He's good.
Austin Cindric, a pit stop there to disguise the race. The team pits we got a little rough one earlier. Austin's left a little long in the stall.
Decent stop for the 7. Slow on the left rear, slow on the right rear for Cindric. Slow pit stop for Cindric. Yep, Allgaier's going to pass him. Allgaier just passed Cindric. Wow, bad pit stop. Kyle Busch is pitting. We have 40 laps to go.
Well, as we see the 54 pit road on the bottom of your screen, the 7 of Allgaier, and way out in the distance behind him, the 22 of Cindric.
Kyle Busch, they didn't want to give up the time to Cindric and Allgaier on them fresh tires. So Allgaier's going to retake the lead here if he can get ahead of Kyle Busch. This Kyle Busch is coming off a 2 right now, and there's a car getting in Allgaier's way. Kyle Busch got the lead, guys. Or does he? Here comes Allgaier. Here comes Allgaier to the outside of Kyle Busch. This is going to be for the lead. And Allgaier takes it back from Kyle Busch. Cindric will be in 3rd when this all cycles through now. Wow. Damn, Allgaier's a man on a mission. Kyle Busch should have had the lead there.
After the 7, he had jumped to 22, and here he is on Justin Allgaier's bumper all through the pit cycle.
Cindric is like a second behind now. Cindric's going to be 3rd when this gets through. Once everybody's pitted. 37 laps to go.
Remember, guys, these drivers are hitting pit road under these green flag conditions without being able to practice it. It's really difficult to carry that much speed getting on the pit road without being penalized. And every time in these races when you see green flag pit stops, remember the first time they're doing it is live. They do not have practice anymore, so you cannot try it. So I noticed with the 54 when he was on pit road, as you can see back over the lead here, watch him right here. He comes in, slides, car shuts off, he fires it up. Look at the fire coming out of the exhaust pipes. Right rear tire changer, no problem.
Battle for the lead. Allgaier and Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch just took the lead from Allgaier. No, not yet. This is going to help Cindric catch up. Maybe. It's not for the lead yet, but it's going to be because Harrison, Burton, Briscoe, Michael Annette, Chastain, and Brandon Brown have not pitted, but Allgaier and Busch have. And Allgaier takes it back from Kyle Busch. Yes, go Allgaier. Fuck it. Anybody but Busch. Allgaier needs it. As long as Allgaier doesn't get screwed by any more lap traffic.
He's on the oldest tires. So could he come in, run as long as possible, and do just 2 tires? Short fuel, do 2 tires, try to make the stop quicker. Is that an option?
I think it's an option. I wouldn't do it just because there's so many laps to go and the chance of a yellow. I think you're better off to put 4 tires on it, but you know, you can gamble. The field, Marty, just doesn't seem to be deep enough. 8, 10, 12 cars. I don't like a 2-tire gamble with a smaller field.
Well, and really there's 5 guys trying to play this strategy of those who did it at 119.
Only the top 5 are on the lead lap. Harrison, Burton, Briscoe, Annette, Chastain, and Brown. But Allgaier's about to get his lap back.
It's the same exact strategy Ross Chastain used last fall. They did this run long in the final stage, come in, make a short stop, and they wound up finishing second. So this could pay off big for Harrison Burton and the 20 team.
And Marty, also very big, they're posting Justin Allgaier
What?
with a blend line. So,
Oh, give me a break! Are you kidding? They're penalizing Justin Allgaier for a blend line violation coming off pit road. Are you kidding? That's going to give the race to Kyle Busch. You have got to be shitting me. How? What? Oh my God. What a stupid way to lose a race.
That's exactly right.
They're saying Allgaier got up on the track too soon coming off a pit road.
For a long time, and NASCAR's pretty liberal on it. They let you, you know, there's no specific spot. But if you take
So Kyle Busch just won the race.
step in and make a call.
Yeah, Kyle Busch just won this race. Without a caution, it's over. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Dale Jr. is awfully quiet right now. Yeah, there's Allgaier serving his penalty. When I saw that they had Allgaier on the screen for a penalty, I'm like, that can't be right. Is that a glitch? No, they actually penalized him. Motherfuck. Kamikaze's going to have a stroke. Well, Allgaier once again has no luck. You gotta be kidding. Only Justin Allgaier would get that penalty, man. Fucking A. You can't get back up on the track until you get to the back straightaway.
Watch the difference. The 7 of Allgaier crosses the white line. I see some banking. He's on the racetrack. The 22 of Cindric on the apron, still on the apron, all the way.
There's a dotted line right there that the drivers know to
That is
cross
insanity.
come up on the track.
So the question is, in your mind,
Fuck.
that's clear. The 7's up way too early.
As a driver, my understanding is that I go to where the line becomes dotted, like the 22 car did.
Cindric is so far behind, he's not going to be a factor. Kyle Busch is going to be gone here with a huge
I think
lead.
that Justin may have been carrying so much speed, maybe just accidentally gets up on the bank and says, well, I'm committed. There's no reason in trying to save the car here. Could probably spin the car out, actually.
This pass is important.
He was in the middle of the corner when he blended up.
That's
onto the
insane.
racetrack. So we talked about the differences in tires. Well, there you have it. I didn't know new tires would be
I'm looking for Kamikaze Games tweet right now.
faster than the 20.
You mentioned it. Very important pass there. He now just...
Wow, apparently, okay, so, you know, Allgaier beat Cindric off pit road. Cindric saw Allgaier get up onto the track in the middle of 2, and Cindric said, hey, how about a blend line violation for the 7? Well, he asked and he got it because NASCAR penalized Allgaier for that. But the bad news for Cindric is Kyle Busch is in front of him anyway. Wow. I guess I'm just not used to seeing that penalty called. I guess because you never see anybody break that. I break that shit all the time in the video games. Fuck your blend line. If it's clear, I come off pit road and get right back up on the fucking racetrack. But it's a bad idea to do that in real life, so there you go. And they finally penalized. I can't remember the last time I saw somebody get penalized for a blend line violation. I know it's had to have happened before. I just can't remember. And it just cost Allgaier a race. Oh, happy birthday, Haley Deegan. It's Haley Deegan's birthday. We love Haley Deegan. When she gets into trucks and Xfinity, I will really start to give a shit. That really sucks for Allgaier. Oh, we got a slow car. Spin out. We need a caution. Spin out. Spin out. Nah, he's going to make it to pit road, whoever that is. Maybe. Maybe the tire will shred. He's got to go all the way down the back stretch. Come on. The 5 car's slow on the apron. Shred a tire. Tear that shit up. Drop debris. Never mind. He made it to pit road. They waited that long to pit. That's why it threw me off, because Allgaier had been off pit road for a while, and then it comes up that he's got a penalty, and I'm like, wait, what? Fucking Justin Allgaier, I swear. Harrison Burton's finally pitting.
Race leader Harrison Burton now coming onto pit road. And Harrison Burton giving up the lead. Chase Briscoe now up front.
Dale Jr.'s blood pressure through the roof.
Rick will have to see how this plays out, but let's give a tip of the cat to Dustin Zacharias.
He said a tip of the cat. Everybody give a tip of the cat. They're doing left sides only on Harrison Burton. That's not going to pay off, really, in my opinion.
Only 3 cars on the lead lap when he came to pit road. We'll see where he cycles out.
Jeff, you mentioned it. Maybe
So Kyle Busch has a little over a second on Austin Cindric.
There you see the 54.
Briscoe, Chastain, and Harrison Burton have not pitted yet. They're hoping for a caution.
You're the 54 who will cycle to be the lead, but he's definitely going to gain some time on him. I fear, Jeff, and this is why I love 2 tires, is now he has to catch him and he's behind on tire, right? I would rather have had 4 in case I have a yellow.
This race took a dark turn. I'm not happy about it.
We see Briscoe is out front. And now Kyle Busch.
Yeah, this matters because
To get the lead lap.
correct. The yellow comes out right now. Kyle Busch will get the wave around and everything's fine, but he's going to have to line up behind the 98. If he passes the 98 and the yellow comes out, no harm, no foul. He'll be leader of the race and the other cars pit.
To the inside, trying to get by Briscoe.
Take him out, Briscoe. Do us all a favor.
Right there.
Okay, Cindric's caught up to Kyle Busch a little bit.
And he completes the pass, so he gets back on the lead lap.
Briscoe, don't run Cindric's line. He's got to catch Kyle.
Again, Briscoe will have to come to pit
20 laps to go. Can Cindric do this? He's almost there. Please give Cindric the top, Chase. Ugh. Get out of the way, Briscoe. You're killing me. Dude, God damn it, Cindric was going to catch Kyle Busch, but Briscoe and fucking Tommy Joe Martins are running his line.
20 laps to go now. 19.
Well, Tommy Joe Martins moved over.
Chase Briscoe last was on pit road on lap 119. We've completed 181, Marty.
And Rick, let's give a call to Richard Boswell back on the pit box.
It's not over yet, guys. Briscoe, get the fuck out of the way. What's he doing? Briscoe is just giving... Wow, Briscoe's costing Cindric any chance he has to win this. He really is. Cindric, you got to use the bumper on this asshole.
You just have to keep grinding. You can't let the disappointment, you can't let the emotion get in the way.
He damn near put Briscoe on the wall up it too. Briscoe needs to get the fuck out of the goddamn fucking way. Kyle Busch is gone, by the way. Yep, Kyle Busch is out of there. You can't even see Kyle Busch anymore with Cindric. Briscoe just cost Cindric his shot to win. Kyle Busch is gone.
When does he come, though? I mean, where's the point of no return? How long do you stay out on the track? For every drop
17 laps to go. God damn you, Briscoe. I like you, but god damn you. Kyle Busch, Kyle Busch just went right on by, and then he took Cindric's line away and drove as hard as he could for 2 fucking laps.
race losing positions, it takes a lot of toughness, mental toughness, to stand here and leave your car on a racetrack with 16 laps to go.
So I mentioned 119. How far can he go? I mean, he's already gone a lot of laps that I didn't think he could go.
Well, he figures 60 green. This is 63 green and 3 yellow. I only have about 1 or 2 more laps of fuel. When the pace falls off, you burn much less fuel. Oh,
Coming out of the car.
Yeah, water bomb.
He was water bomb out trying to get him a yellow.
Chase Briscoe just threw shit out of his car to try to get a caution.
We've all done it. We've all done that.
Well, NASCAR's got him on video doing it. That should be a penalty. They just caught him on the broadcast. He was throwing shit out of his car.
Jeff Burton, you are lying. You've thrown stuff out the window before to get a caution. Ross Chastain coming to pit road. So now Chase Briscoe, the only
My YouTube app doesn't want to work. Now it's
Now
working.
Still no word about whether they will come.
Hey, 1 million subs with no vid challenge. That's a really long name. Good to see you again. 14 laps to go. Kyle Busch is 2 seconds ahead of Cindric now because Briscoe wouldn't get the fuck out of the way.
I usually had an in-car camera, so I had to sneak that by the camera, whatever I was going to throw out.
NASCAR finds you, if they see you doing it, they do not like it, and it does not go over well.
He threw it out in the middle of the corner, though. It didn't even stay on the racetrack.
See a hand out the window on the backstretch, letting Harrison Burton know he's coming to pit road.
You can see right there with those just the two right side, two left side tires. There's not a lot of speed in that, is it? That decision to put 2 on was all about track position. Thinking a car with newer tires could go around Briscoe quicker. The 2 left sides, just not a lot of speed.
Now, the biggest mistake the 98 can make right here would be to run out of gas. You know, unlike in the Cup cars who have a little bit of a reserve system, you get a warning. In these Xfinity cars, the way the fuel systems work, when you run out, you're out. You're coasting.
So we mentioned there was something that came out of the car. Well, take a look.
They're showing Briscoe again, the replay, him throwing the shit out of his car.
Go right there.
Yeah, that's something NASCAR's not going to take kindly, and nor should they.
That would be a conversation.
Make a caution, Briscoe. You've been enough of a dick today.
You know, you got competition out there. Everybody can be throwing stuff out of the windows trying to get cautions.
Race manipulation.
Bottles get thrown out of cars all the time. Normally it's down to the apron under caution or out of the
11 laps to go.
That's a different situation.
Briscoe still ain't pitted.
Get out of the car to make room for your next one when the crew hands it to you. I feel there'll be a conversation about that this week.
So now Harrison Burton is off of being a lap down, back on the lead lap there. A car hit. I would guess that was the water bottle that was thrown out.
Yeah, somebody run over the water bottle.
Into the wall.
Fine. It's fine.
So what's he going to do here, Steve?
You know, with 10 laps to go, I still think you have to take 4 tires. I know if you take right side.
I knew that 2-tire shit was not going to work.
You're talking a second off the pace on new tires. You still have 9 laps. That's 9 seconds to make it up.
10 laps to go.
I would take 4. So
This race was good. Like I said, it took a dark turn when Allgaier got that stupid penalty.
5 wins.
5 wins.
Yeah, they have 5 wins. So they
Briscoe finally to pit road
were in
now.
position to win this race.
So Kyle Busch will officially take the lead.
Maybe gamble. Well, they've come to pit road. That means
Right sides for Briscoe. Kyle Busch is over 2.5 seconds ahead of Austin Cindric. Hooray.
Steve, when you have all those wins, you can take a gamble like this. In fact, Chase Briscoe a lap ago said, what are we doing? Are we saving fuel? And Chris said, no, we're not.
9 laps to go.
Next time. Now, he did slide the tires.
Kyle Busch officially the leader.
I would say that's a little bit of a concern to this team. The right side good
3 seconds ahead of Austin Cindric because Chase Briscoe.
Watch the 98 come around here. Remember the 7 had a violation, how he entered the race.
Remember, guys, stay on the apron. We take that shit for granted, but we saw a little while ago. God, this race is fucked. 8 laps to go. Kyle Busch is gone.
11.5-second lead over Austin Cindric in the 22. So we watched the 54 make up that time on the green flag pit stop by passing the 22. He closed into the back bumper of the 7 of Allgaier. Allgaier had his penalty, relinquishing the lead to the pit.
Now I'm definitely not really paying attention to the truck race tonight.
And remember, Steve, Jacob Cantor made the call to bring him in. He then said that was probably a mistake. Not enough guys
We need a caution.
In the end, it's going to work out pretty well for Kyle Busch. And
Everybody, throw all your roll bar padding out of your cars all at once. They'd have to throw a caution then.
from Vegas,
7 laps to go. Kyle Busch is gone.
355 starts, 90.
This will be his 98th win.
Is second in the wins column with 49. That's how far and how dominant Kyle Busch has been in this series. A 27% win percentage, and a Texas that's almost double.
His Xfinity stats are hilarious.
3%. His win percentage.
3.5 second lead over Austin Cindric. 6 laps to go. Oh, Kyle's got trash on the grill. But there's only 6 laps to go.
In the Xfinity Series, and he has been asked over and over and over again, when you get to 100, are you quitting? And he reiterates every time, yes, I'm not going to run any more Xfinity Series races after 100. A little debris on the grill. I don't think they're too concerned about that. But the one thing, Rick, he cannot reach 100 this year. He has one more Xfinity Series race left this year. If he wins that one, that'll be 99, and now a caution comes out. Kyle Busch in the lead. Could be a little bit of a game changer with fresh tires behind him.
Right now, there are 8 cars on the lead lap. One will get the free pass. Probably it will be just
Caution?
who was running
Caution with 5 to go. I was in the other room. I'd already given up.
Head scratching is taking place.
Caution's out. Yes. Okay, buddy, your $17 may be saved here.
But now he'll have to be tasked to get that off the grill.
You might get your money here.
You'll just pull up behind somebody, right?
You get behind the pace car.
This is great.
Air turbulence should be able to take that away.
Caution is out. I went to the other room because food was coming in, and I come back in here and the caution's out.
Well, as good as I saw old tires run earlier.
So you totally missed. I didn't get my reaction to the caution. I just came in here and was like, wait, caution's out?
I think Briscoe at this point would have wished that their crystal ball didn't tell him the
Your money
as I said earlier,
is still up in the air.
you might want to call it, but 4 tires.
I will be right back. I'm going to go grab my food.
If everyone pits, or even if they don't pit, he has the freshest right side tires by a lot, by 30 laps. So that might be an advantage.
So if I'm Kyle Busch and I got this debris on the grill, I would cycle the motor to get the tint down and leave the debris for this run to the finish.
Absolutely.
Because that's like tape on the grill. That's like qualifying tape.
Downforce.
Absolutely. It's going to make that car drive amazing for a couple laps.
Well, came
Now it's
off.
gone.
Yep.
And the caution came out for the 08 of Joe Graff Jr., and so that's why the caution is out, and the laps, will be about a 5-lap shootout. So, Steve, you're on the lead lap. Like we had mentioned, there's 8 guys that were on there. There's going to be one more because...
So what, did the 08 blow up or something?
Who
Like,
comes to pit road? At what point do you come to pit
your
road?
life
At what point do you
savings.
not?
Well, it depends on how many tires you have. Remember, they only had 4 sets in their pits. So we know they put on at least 3, stage in the middle of this cycle. There had been some other
I would expect, dude, if I'm Harrison Burton, I stay out. Harrison Burton and Chase Briscoe should stay out.
If I have tires,
Stay out.
I am not starting on the front row. I come to pit road. Harrison Burton.
Everybody's staying out. Wow, everybody stayed out. Well, Briscoe pitted
He
again.
might take the fresh left side tires to go with the right, or might put on 4. I'll be honest.
Some guys further back, Alfredo, Brandon Jones, and Allgaier are pitting, but everybody up front stayed out.
There is a tire limit. This is a big
Okay,
step in the right direction.
Cindric has a chance.
Remember, this is how you bounce back from that penalty.
That's the best. Now, here's the part where we get our hopes up, and it sucks even more when Kyle Busch wins.
Gave up 8th position to get the fresh rubber. Also pitting behind
This is where we get our hearts
Jones coming
broken.
off the road of the yellow 19. So a couple of drivers taking advantage here, Marty.
It always hurts even worse when he still wins after a late caution, doesn't it?
Cars on the lead lap. They go left side tires on Chase Briscoe's
I've been
car.
watching this stuff too long. I know this pain.
To the right side tires. So good strategy.
We need to hope for multiple overtimes, potentially. Unless Cindric somehow gets the lead.
Can catch Kyle Busch here.
So remember, guys, on this pit strategy and who had tires, remember that when Kyle Busch and Harrison Burton kind of had that questionable pit call earlier, they put a set of tires on there, so they did not have any more tires. They had used all 4 of their sets that were in the pits.
Here's
a replay of the caution. What the fuck happened?
Of Joe Graff Jr.
Wow, I got
Sideways,
wrecked on the straightaway.
into the wall.
Was that really worth the caution, though? Was that really worth the caution?
I'd be frustrated if I was the leader.
Oh, yeah, that's a bullshit caution if I ever saw one. Are you kidding?
Been better and better about debris 3 yellows, an accident yellow.
2 cars hit on the straightaway and a little bit of smoke happened, and they threw a caution for it.
You know, they have to call the race and how they see it.
Oh, you'll never hear the end of this from Kyle if he doesn't win now. That was a bullshit caution, but I love you, NASCAR. Way to go. You win again, NASCAR. 2020, what an excellent year.
A nice run in 5th. Brandon Jones.
So it's Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, Harrison Burton, and Jeb Burton. Why is Allgaier trying to take these guys 3 wide?
That was 4 tires on Chase Briscoe.
There's a problem with the lineup here. Allgaier might get black flagged again. He's lining up 3 wide on the outside of Brandon Jones. Okay, now Brandon Jones is moving down.
From Iowa with IndyCar Series and Become Auto Auctions from Indy. So a full day here on NBCSN.
Okay, I think they got the lineup straight. Ooh, they're just creeping down the back straightaway to the restart. Come on.
IndyCar Series.
Yeah, this is coming to a
Look at that wreck from the IndyCar race last night. I saw this on Twitter. And people actually complained about aero screens.
Hitchcliff made the comment the windscreen may have just saved his life.
Scary incident. He said they called it restart off and just couldn't get slowed down. Good thing he didn't get caught up in that sensing.
Wow, they had fans in the stands at Iowa for the IndyCar race. I saw a few people in the stands.
Hey guys, this restart right here, the long
Yes, it was worth the call. It was worth. That was a $17.33 caution right there. Oh boy. Kyle Busch is gone. Great restart. He's out of there. Race over. It's already over. Jeb Burton spun the tires and Kyle Busch took off. Wow.
Kyle Busch using that.
Hey, can we get another caution? I'd like another attempt. I would really like another attempt.
The way overtime works, if the leader gets
Ooh, Jeb Burton.
I was going to say, if the leader gets back to the white flag.
White flag, 1 lap to go, credit one bank, blah, blah, blah. Kyle Busch got the lead.
If he wouldn't have made it to the white flag before a caution came out, they would have done it again. But Kyle Busch now.
It's over. Down the backstretch for the final time. Fuck my life.
A 97th-time winner trying to make it 98 today.
Here's win number 98.
9-0 at Texas, entering this race against the field, and he's going to make it 10.
Kyle Busch wins at Texas. That's 10 Xfinity wins at Texas for Kyle Busch. 98 career wins in Xfinity. Boy, that was anticlimactic. We got our hopes. Like I told you, you get your hopes up and it hurts even worse. Kyle Busch wins again.
The all-time best in the Xfinity Series with 98 wins.
That's his 3rd Xfinity win of the season. Charlotte. No. It's his 2nd. He won Charlotte and he won Texas. Okay, yeah.
For something to go and fill in for a driver.
Yuck.
Maybe potentially for sponsors.
He killed him on that restart.
But he wants to get to the magic number of 100.
2 more wins, and we never have to deal with Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series ever again.
Mark Martin for wins. Kevin Harvick with 47. Brad Keselowski 39. Carl Edwards 38. Kyle Busch with 98 wins.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans might be happy when he retires.
1 step closer to 100.
Drivers today, these young guys really love the opportunity to race against him and to learn from him, and obviously have an opportunity to beat him.
At least he's got a cool paint scheme, I guess. But sorry you lost your money if you did bet it.
Every driver in this field learned something today by racing with Kyle Busch.
No, they didn't, Jeff Burton. Shut up.
Where they need to be better. And that's how you learn. This guy right here.
Justin Allgaier learned to take the blend line seriously on the backstretch when you come off pit road.
He's a great race car driver. Puts everything into it.
Jeff, they all learned something today because they all saw him. Well, look at the back twice.
Kyle Busch passed every car in the field at least twice.
Follow a driver, and every single person has followed Kyle Busch today multiple times.
Oh well.
Let's go to Marty.
Well, Kyle parks it here on the
what a time to be alive.
Win for him here at Texas Motor Speedway, taking some pictures. No fans here at Texas Motor Speedway today, but they will be here tomorrow. They expect about 25,000 fans here. And
More fans in the stands tomorrow.
Kyle Busch gets it in victory lane. Second Xfinity Series win of 2020 for Rowdy. And boy, he had to work for it today.
He actually earned that one. I give him that. Well, if Allgaier didn't hit the blend line.
How much of a challenge was it having to come from the back 3 times today, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, just slick racetrack, and these Xfinity cars, you know, they don't have a whole lot of grip, so you're definitely battling it. And the Twix Cookies and Cream Super here was better than the rest. It was pretty good.
As Kyle Busch would say, that was a Kyle Busch caution there with 5 laps to go.
The 7 was going to have something for us, and then they had a penalty, and then the 22 was kind of charging on me there and catching me a little bit, and then he kind of stalled out, and that was it. So got a great restart there at the end, was able to bring it home for our boys. Everybody at Joe Gibbs Racing, everybody at M&M's, Rowdy Energy, Interstate Batteries, hometown here for those guys. So really appreciate everybody helping me come out here and finish up the last few here in the Xfinity Series.
He's got one more this year, Rick, where he can get to 99. That's coming up in a couple of weeks, but 98 for Kyle Busch today.
Yippee, guys.
That's a big number. And he will be headed to SpeedyCash.com victory lane. We've got a little more here to go at Texas Motor Speedway. Stay with us.
I'll hang around for another minute or two to see what interviews we get. In the meantime, I'm going to bring my stream up on my phone now. Man, Kyle Rick on the way. I think Kyle's staying there tonight. He's got a race. Well, hell, he's got a race again in a couple of hours, and then he's got a race tomorrow. So I don't think he's going anywhere. Well, that was a good race, but it ended up being all for nothing. You're gonna eat ramen noodles the rest of the week. You can go to McDonald's. Proud sponsor of Matt Kenseth and the number 42, Ganassi, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Noah Gregson's trending on Twitter. What wonderful things are people saying about him now? Who's dumber, Noah Gregson or Michael McDowell? That's the question of the day. Car lightly grazes wall. NASCAR. Oh, dear God. Caution. Put it out. Put it out. Gregson slams the wall earlier. There's debris everywhere. Well, if he spins, we might throw a caution. Junior Motorsports has won 16 of the 32 opening stages in Xfinity races this year. In case you were wondering. Just hanging around to see if there's another interview or two, see if anybody's mad. By the way, your Noah Gregson accident/caution count of the year is up to like 16 now. You hate to see it. And see, I'll see you later. I'm doing something for the truck race tonight. We're going to play NASCAR Heat during the truck race because I'm not watching the Kyle Busch show part 2 for the day. I've had my fill of the Kyle Busch show there. That was a good race. There's no way the truck race will be anywhere near as good as that race was. So, yeah. I've had my fill of the Kyle Busch experience for the day. When is the truck race later?
On the top of this list, and look down at the cut line. 57 points for Ryan Sieg, Brandon Brown 31, Jeremy Close, Myatt Snyder dropped to 38.
Gander Outdoor Truck Series. When is it? 8 o'clock. Okay, they're going off the air, so that does it for this stream. All right, guys. Catch you in a couple hours, maybe. Yeah, we'll be back. I'll see you later. I'm going to go eat.